They've been calling me DeAndre Estrogen.
Grace down with the steal.
Get him! Get him! White flight!
And bring the real sexual chocolate into the stream. Damn, that head's looking slick and good. All right, I can't sit down.
Bradley Beal.
Get your ass out of here.
And I'll say, if you got a problem figuring out whether or not you want to come on our show,
Charge! Thank you! Charge!
then you ain't black.
And you ain't black.
Tipped off Aiton, slippery, buttery, wet, ice cold, tiny Donald Trump style hands. Gets it to Eubanks. Oh, when's the last time DeAndre Ayton did that?
Welcome to Suns Valley live, y'all. Shout out to Classy Nasty for the Horsemen. Tip-off happening now. The Knicks win the tip-off. Brunson bringing the ball up, guarded by Grayson Allen. Brunson drives to his right or his left. Layoff off the backboard. Good.
Too easy.
Too easy of a start already. Let's get some buckets here, guys. Give me some hope. Give me a reason to be amped. Nurk, top of the key. Hands the book. Book pulls. Book misses. Rebound, Knicks.
Can you give me just a
Randall.
little pause play?
Randall. Step back. Good. Crazy. All right. Grayson passing half court.
The game, he said Julius didn't have a lot of time to work.
We in the same spot.
Thus far, getting his rhythm back.
Beal,
Nurky
in.
Yeah, we're right there.
Good. It was a good take by Nurk. I feel like he's been a little bit more aggressive around the rim lately.
He has been. He's probably been coached to do so as well.
Better be.
Brunson gets a pick from Randall. Pump fake. Kicks to Randall. Randall top of the key for three. Good defense by Durant. Rebound by Nurk. That's a good rebound. Grayson Allen. Pump fake. Kicks to Nurk back to Grayson. Grayson reverse lay-in.
That's our white boy.
That was pretty. That was pretty. That was pretty white flight.
He may not be the same rim protector, but his passing has been great for this Phoenix offense.
Brunson. DiVincenzo. Brunson back at the top of the key, guarded by Grayson. Barrett driving to his left, pulls, floater, backboard, no good. Rebound, Knicks. Can we box out? Sims gets fouled and one on a putback.
That dude, his measurables are just insane, dude.
Nurkic picks up the foul. Sims is one of the best
crazy.
athletes. I remember watching him.
Nurk, you got to box out there, my guy. We brag on you so much.
He gets off the floor so easily. One of the strongest players.
The prepper says the McRib is back.
Oh, no, not the McRib.
McRibski.
Not the McRib.
This season.
Knicks also have signed Taj Gibson. Wherever Tibbs goes, Taj follows.
Sims hits the free throw. All right, Booker.
I saw Taj before the game in the hallway.
This could be a revenge game for them. Remember, we hit them hard with that buzzer beater by Booker.
Could
Last
be.
time we played him.
Beal loses control, but ends up giving to Grayson. Grayson pumps. Grayson.
Good pass.
Durant. What a pass to Booker in the corner for three.
Oh, wide
no
open Booker in the
good.
corner. Dang
It's
it.
really good offense. I mean, Booker
Oh, well.
three, can't
Look at those
ask for much
looks,
more.
though, man, with all three of them out there.
Vogel likes, getting into the open man.
Yeah, the looks are there. We just got to drop them.
Book will knock those down. That's
DiVincenzo,
not,
good.
You're white boy. You're white boy.
Yeah, I did like me some DiVincenzo.
You had him last year in Golden State. He's one of those guys that impacts the game, both sides of the ball. Smart.
Damn,
player,
how many
always
players
playing
on the
hard,
Suns
good
are
rebounder,
wearing the book
and
ones?
pretty good
That's
finisher,
crazy.
At 21 points Wednesday against
KD. Guarded by Barrett. Pulls. No good. All right, KD selling now. Be all good. Randall. Beal guarding him. Switch. He's going to get doubled. Nope. Grayson takes off. Now Grayson tries. Kicks to Brunson. Brunson drives.
Trying to sell a
Floater.
foul.
He wanted the foul. Didn't get it.
Knicks with an empty possession.
Booker on the fast break. Pulls. Jumper. No good. Man, Booker.
Our boys are icy.
From 3 and now 0 for 1 from inside the arc. Randall off
Good
balance.
defense, Nurk.
Spins out,
How many
rebound.
rebounds
Good
does
rebound,
Nurk have
Nurk.
already, bro? Jeez.
A lot. Booker drives, foul,
And one. That's what we needed.
3-point chance for Booker.
114 watching. Welcome in, everybody. Help us
Yes,
out and
hit that like button.
Let's get off to a good start with these likes, shall we?
Yeah, we're at 30 right now. We need to be 50 by now.
Yeah.
We need to be 50 by now. So hit that like.
Booker as a point guard, he wasn't sure
Booker
he could do the job, but he
converts
said he sees
the
floor
N1.
better than he thought, averaging sixth in the league in assists.
Yep.
And it's,
All right,
like
I definitely needed that from
Yuda's
Book.
It looks like Yuda's wearing some Kobe reverse Grinches, and it looks like Bull's wearing the same shoes.
Good box out, Nurk. Thank you. I love it. Kevin Durant bringing the ball up. Kicks to Beal. Beal drives.
I like
Reverse.
that,
Good. Thank
Beal.
you, Beal.
I like
Thank
that,
you, Beal.
Beal.
But now we got to guard DiVincenzo. Let's get past the Garrett in the corner. Back to DiVincenzo, corner 3, wide open, good. That's just good
bro.
ball movement.
It's bad
That's
defense.
just good ball movement. I know, but that's also good bad ball movement. They just lost track. It was in a fast break. I mean, you got to communicate better. That's really part of it. We're not really doing that either.
And Vogel does a good job with his teams, mostly on the defensive
Booker
side.
pulls in DiVincenzo's face and hits.
Beautiful, Booker.
Need that. Thank you, boss. What up, Classy Nasty? What up, Phoenix Cannabis Culture? What up,
Brunson.
Jeremy?
Free throw line. Guarded by Beal. Pump fake.
Who
Tries to
was he
pass.
throwing
Out
it
of
to?
bounds.
He thought
He's
Randall
throwing-
was
he's
going to
passing-
keep going.
Randall's going to keep going. Yep.
Yeah.
He thought Randall was going to keep cutting. Randall sold him.
Gracious.
Suns are the only team in the NBA with an above
Jacob said he just watched the
500
Spurs
road
beat the
Beal
Lakers.
for three.
Beal for 3 and 1. Big no. He's holding his ankle. He's holding his goddamn ankle. F my life.
holding his right
I
ankle.
really hope it doesn't look good right now, but gosh, they just got this group together, right? I mean, that's the frustrating thing. And they
Here we go. Come on, bro.
to mesh and gel, and Beal obviously hits a great shot. Now they're going to look at it.
Suck it up, Beal. Straighten it up.
It's a Zaza Pacheep shot. Watch this.
His foot forward, and Dante
Your
is not
boy
the type of player
DiVincenzo.
that-
Oh, shit.
Didn't look like it, from
No.
that angle he actually
He'll be back.
appear to land on the foot of DiVincenzo there.
I think he landed on the heel of DiVincenzo. You know, sometimes they're going to call a flagrant on a player, Dave, if he pushes his front of his foot intentionally underneath. the
How
shoe.
ironic,
This time it
too,
looks like
bro.
DiVincenzo
Right as he
tried
hits
to
a
kinda
big
get
3
away from
and
that.
1, gonna go to the
And it looked
line.
like he landed on
His
the heel
like
of
the
DiVincenzo.
side of his
Short
foot
correction.
was the first thing that touched the
He's
ground.
Walking,
Yeah.
not well, but he is walking.
Well, say goodbye to
This
Beal
is the
for another
angle
3
about. Let's
months.
see if he indeed does land.
He said 3 months.
Yeah, right there on the
I
left.
can't
heel
even
of
look at that shit,
DiVincenzo.
bro.
I don't think we're gonna hit. Oh, flagrant.
Flagrant for DiVincenzo. He'll shoot. They'll evaluate.
He doesn't even look like he's about to
Have
shoot that free throw,
4-point
bro.
percentage. You get the 2 for
He's
1.
got. I mean, who's going to?
Somebody
Now, the
else, if
interesting
he gets
is the
subbed out for the
flagrant
game,
one, Beal has
like-
to stay in and shoot the free throws. The question is,
No, he has
will
to shoot.
Come out after he shoots the free throws.
Of course he's coming out after he shoots the free throw. Are you kidding me? His ankle was the first thing that touched the ground.
Then you could stay in if you didn't shoot the free throws. You come back in.
Look,
Yeah,
Stop
Jacob, I'm with you,
showing
bro.
it, man.
Stop showing it, bro. Like,
Yeah,
quit showing
stop.
us
This is
Hey, man, like, y'all worse than the NFL. NFL don't even do us that dirty.
These things err on the side of caution. You just hate to see a player get injured on a play like that. And although Dante obviously wasn't trying to do anything like that.
Good hit.
All right, so let's see what Beal does here, because he made the free throw.
get him out of the game.
And no one's at the scorer's table.
Yeah, here
so
comes Nas.
Here we
Now,
go.
now Beal's going to go to the bench, and Nasir Little, who is
I
wearing a
feel
mask after getting
terrible
He's
for
going
him as a
He's going
human being.
straight to the
bro.
locker room.
I just feel
Beal is
so
gonna
bad
go
for him. He's
back
worked
to the
so
Suns
hard to
locker
get
room.
back on the court.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate.
I mean,
First time, second game with these guys, and he's
okay,
injured.
so there's a few things. One,
just the second game that Booker, Durant, and Beal.
at least he was able to walk.
On Wednesday, played
Nurk.
13 minutes together. They were plus
Durant pulls for three.
in and out, almost tipped
Oh
in
my
by
gosh.
Sims accidentally.
Come on,
Hey,
come on,
that ain't no
Whoa!
foul. What are we doing, ref?
Well, this place got quiet quickly. Huh? After the Beal injury, Randall in the paint, kicks out to Brunson.
And Beal was looking good, dude. He's playing great defense. He hit that jumper. Like he was looking good too, man.
Here's Nurkic on the cut.
Good aggressiveness,
Good move,
Nurk.
Mr. No Love says, why would you guys trade for a guy that gets hurt all the time? Because we literally traded another guy who gets hurt all the time for a younger guy who gets hurt all the time. So maybe we just thought maybe he won't get hurt all the time.
Because we got him for free. That's why. You ass clown. Whoever said that shit. You don't know ball. You don't know the situation clearly. You traded for him because you didn't have to give up anything. You went out into your backyard. You picked up a piece of dog shit and you handed it to them and they gave you Bradley Beal. That's why.
Gabe has COVID, so he's acting like a real.
I don't. It's just a stupid ass fucking comment. It's a fucking stupid ass comment.
Why would you trade someone that
Dumbass.
Coming in the game, but here's Nurkic. Booker again showing his point guard skills. Nurkic easy finish with the right hand.
At the Berlin 1930s,
Buzz.
one man.
What's good, Busy? Gabe just going ham.
I ain't playing no games today.
Gabe's
I'm
on
not-
my Gabe
in fact,
is like
who
me.
said it?
Gabe is me.
Who said it?
Hey, actually, I want to try
was
something. I want to try something.
Because somebody's getting
Ooh,
a big
look at this.
fat-ass
So-
fan.
So guess what? Nah. So guess what? We can now time people out for minutes now instead of being in like a 500. You can now time them out for minutes now. They give us
Good.
that ability.
I'm sorry. It's just an extremely stupid question. There's not one part of that comment that makes any sense or has any sort of reality.
Hey, Code.
to it.
Code. I'm
know?
kind of with you on this one. Code makes a great point. I'm convinced we could have gotten Dame if we waited since they were so high on Abominating.
What were we? No.
We didn't have the picks to do it. Yeah, Code. Beal got hurt. He rolled his ankle on a 3. DiVincenzo contested, and their legs were close. It's the best way I could put it. We already have 51. We already have 51 likes, y'all. Hit that like button.
Yeah.
The chat is upset. Gabe is now COVID Gabe. I'm gonna start calling him COVID Gabe today. COVID Gabe was feeling good. Now he's mad, cussing out people in the chat. That's what I'm saying, Code. Like, yeah, it stinks, but I mean, he'll be out for the rest of the game, but I don't think it'll be any super like long-term injury. I don't think he'll play Sunday. That's for sure. If you ask me, like, he's gonna play Sunday? No. They'll treat him with.
I gotta be honest with you. That didn't look like
with gloves.
That didn't look like. It just didn't look like a small sprain. It looked like a big one.
Yeah, we thought Booker's sprain didn't look like a small sprain either, but
I mean, his by comparison, if you lined him up side by side, or let's say Kevin Durant's even, Beal looked the worst. His looked the worst of all those. You know? It's rough, man. Your girl Angel Gray, though, in the house.
Up with the win in regards to finally seeing how they could coexist with one another. For Frank Vogel, he did say the priority for his trio is them understanding how to be the aggressors to read, not just to score or pass. Who will make it all work, guys? Well, he said Devin Booker has to be the quarterback as time goes. He understands the balance they'll need. It may take time, but he said with more
Trying to see
reps,
like
more
what
games,
the
more
news on
possessions
Beal
together,
is.
they got a glimpse of it last game where they had a combined 75 points and 20 assists. And fans
Oh,
here are looking to
Twitter.
see the last of it as Bill went back to the locker room, guys, and I will have an update for you soon.
All right, Angel. Bob, you
Well, there's
have a
always,
PhD in making it work with star players, winning 4
So
championships.
somebody tell me, well, as the game goes on, are Blazers fans really down on Ayton like that?
3 and trying to make it work.
Oh yeah, they're definitely getting
Bear drives good.
Grayson throws it in
turns it all
directly to
over.
Jalen Brunson.
Thank you, ESPN. Look,
Brunson to Barrett. Barrett travels on the way to the rim.
People think basketball is a team sport.
Coach says, yes, go watch the podcast. Which who's?
How to play together, especially for guys that are used to
Who's code? I'm looking in the webcam. Whose podcast?
Washington Durant's been the guy everywhere.
Is it a fellow? What is going on here? Is this Jalen and Brunson or freaking Jose Alvarado?
Out, Frank.
Guys like the ball, knowing your rotations on defense, things like that.
That's got to be out on the Knicks. Thank you, ref.
Yeah, off his foot. Blazers uprise code. Okay.
About 30 games with Bosch and Wade and LeBron, so it's a lot.
Yeah, but see, they were already. They didn't like Ayton from the jump, so. Oh my God, that floater from the free throw line was amazing.
Well, Richard Jefferson,
Barrett driving. Barrett slips, falls, blocking foul on Book.
It's the second year. It's the second year where you win it big. And obviously, he was in Cleveland. You remember that? Yeah, they won it that second year as we have a foul here at Booker.
As much as I don't want to agree with Richard Jefferson,
I didn't realize, until after our game. I didn't realize that they. Yeah, he slipped. How's that a foul? I didn't realize they suspended Draymond indefinitely.
Yeah, man. I mean, I think they finally felt like enough is enough. Like,
Gobert and Edwards, it really thriving. You're seeing it. Luka and Kyrie.
He's just an absolute loose cannon. You can't have him out there endangering other players. Because Nurkic didn't even do anything to him. Nurkic was playing normal defense, and Draymond lost his fucking shit and just swung on him, and then wants to lie about it. It's like, dude, we can't have you out here injuring other millionaires just because you can't control your emotions.
Tie game.
Randall baseline.
The first 7 minutes.
Out to Josh Hart. Hart pulls. Good.
Great pickup in the middle of last year. Gets the basket.
Timeout, Suns. So we went from having fun to now doom and gloom in the chat, Gabe.
I'm sure the chat is doom and gloom. I mean, from a basketball perspective, this team can still win this game, and this team can still go on a run and win many games. You don't necessarily have to have Bradley Beal. Hell, if they just get Grayson and Gordon back up to speed, this team's got enough firepower. It's just a matter of it. Just for me, I just feel terrible for Bradley Beal. Like, I'm shocked there's a player out there that's just as injury cursed as Chris Paul. You know, it's nuts.
Apparently, it's Bradley Beal.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it sucks. But luckily we've got Booker, knock on wood, and Durant, knock on wood, and a great cast around him. So they'll get it together, and they can beat anyone on any given night with those two stars. But I just feel so bad for him, man. It sucks, man, when you're working that hard. But, hey, bright side of this, gives him another little while, another couple of weeks probably at minimum to rest that back. You know, his back should be tip-top shape by the time he comes back. Like, I would feel bad if I watched a normal person in my rec league that isn't even on my team do that. Like, I just don't like ankle injuries.
Dead air.
Damn, DeAndre. Yeah, they say a break is better than a sprain even because of the ligaments and everything, the way things heal for an ankle. But it's like, can you not feel, Sundo, just the excitement get drained out of? I mean, you're talking about the chat, but could you not hear it in the crowd? The crowd is just dead quiet now.
I thought the crowd was kind of dead quiet throughout the game period, but now they're even more so.
Right. The crowd has taken a little bit of a hit in intensity ever since we started not being world beaters that they thought we were going to be. It's not a good look on the Phoenix crowd, honestly. It's like, so you guys only cheer loud and have enthusiasm and energy when things are going your way. Like, you don't support the team. You don't try to give them an advantage if you think it's. What was it you said to me about Arizona guys?
Arizona sports fans. They have
not just that, but a couple in particular.
The return of Poole. Is that what you're talking about?
What do you mean?
Okay, got it.
I'll tell you later. Booker with the screen from Nerf.
Fill me in.
Booker, pull up, back iron, brick.
Booker, you don't have to play hero ball, please.
In game 4, you're like a 4 years vet now at broadcasting.
And
easy drive for Brunson.
Yep. Suns need to get shit under control now before it gets out of hand. Good pass from Grayson. Durant, jab step, pull up. No good.
That looked ugly the way he shot that.
The Knicks team is, what, 3 guys, DiVincenzo, Brunson, and Hart, obviously. Yep.
Why is Booker guarding Randall?
3 of 4. He's got 9 points on the night. He's got 2 straight 30-point games in 3 of his last 4. Struggled in the
Booker to the rack, takes a bump, kicks it out to Gray. Grayson, step back 3 is in.
I like you, Grayson.
Let's go.
Yeah, again, no problem with Phoenix's
Michael, I
offense.
believe that 100%.
10th in the league offensive efficiency. It's the 17th, like we mentioned, in defense.
Hopefully they do an MRI and everything comes back clear,
you know. Their identity on that side of the ball, and to be great, you can't be 17th in the NBA in defense.
Book to KD. KD, pocket pass here to Nurk. Nurk makes one extra pass, and it gets ripped by Brunson, trying to get it to Grayson.
2 by New York. 3 minutes to go in the first. The Knicks leading by 3. Durant trying to cover Randall, just too powerful as Julius Randle scores again.
Got Durant at the 4, and they're going to that matchup, and Randall's producing, and he does.
Here
play
comes
a lot of
Yuta.
basketball.
Did you expect to see Yuta this early?
In that setting,
I was hoping to see Met too.
Thus far, they're attacking that matchup, and it's working for him.
6 points, 3 assists for Randall.
I'm assuming that means Gordon's not coming back for a while.
Excellent passer.
Right.
Booker sees the shot.
Booker pull up. Well, missed.
That's ugly.
Gordon was a game time decision, so I think he's getting close. Randall doubled. Kicks it quickly out to Hart. Hart's no good. Little with the rebound.
Ankle injury. 5 minutes.
Bradley Beal not coming back.
Ruled out. He will not return, and so that's just another devastating thing when you think about the cohesion
Goodwin
that we
coming
want to
in
see
also.
from the big 3. Another hurdle for them in this game, guys.
KD to the rack. Nice and easy floater. He needed something to go in, bro.
Turned his right ankle, and as you heard Angel say, he will not return. The next game for Phoenix is Sunday here against Washington.
That's just brutal, right? I mean, I remember with the Warriors, we had waited
Randall,
2 years for Klay
step
Thompson
back
to
in the
come back,
mid-range. Good. Push Nas off of him. And whether it was a foul or not, it's good.
A nerve issue. And so right before the game, we thought it was our moment to
Allen
get the band back together, and
Durant screen from
didn't do it. We
Nurk.
had to wait another 15-20 games. So
kicks it back to
it's
Nurk.
a tough one for this
Nurk
Phoenix
for
Suns to
3.
lose.
Yummy. Yummy.
All right, Nurk.
6 rebounds here in the first quarter. without Beal.
I don't know, Fit. That's a good question. Iverson will be around somewhere.
Oh yeah,
You think
letting
he'd
it
be
get a little
already.
bit more negative.
35 in his last 2 games. Brunson mid-range, no. Nurkic clears it.
All things considered, 31-29. Now, yeah, probably will still be after these free throws, but yeah, it's a decent score, bro. I'm not upset. What up, Asia?
Oh, what are there are Clippers fans?
Games all in the NBA apps. Stay up on all the action with
Who's Clippers
real-time
fans?
highlight score stats and
He said, I feel like this is what Clippers fans feel like. I said there are Clippers fans?
By Microsoft.
Oh, with all their
It's
injuries.
pretty amazing. Durant, third time in his career averaging over 30 at the age he's at, and how efficient he's doing it. Just tremendous. And you don't see on TV. Durant always, when we had him, didn't want to be.
Durant
listed as
missed
7
the
feet.
first free
He
throw.
has to be I mean, to do what he does at his size and to be
Grayson
that
comes
smooth
out of the
and fluid
game.
is something you actually have to see in person.
And I think
to
Book
really
comes
appreciate.
out.
Well, you stood next to him for 4 years. How tall are you?
I'm about 6'7",
And
yeah.
he's
Yeah.
5 inches taller than you.
Yeah,
right?
and length too, right? I one time I asked him. I
Eubanks
said,
in, Metu not
talked
in
about his
yet.
Athleticism, and he said, "I'm not that athletic. I'm just super long." And
He's sitting next to Book. Come on, can we get the man in the game quickly for 3?
Air ball, my
Air
God.
ball.
Quickly missed the 3. Quickly has struggled the last 5 games.
And they get the
Shooting
rebound,
under
no
40%
problem.
from the
Randall
floor.
working on Nas, gets a screen, goes to the rack,
Getting deep again
turn,
in the paint.
ripped by Eubanks.
Getting a
Durant
strip
with the
and
steal, comes away with it, but that steal should go to
Eubanks.
Eubanks.
I mean, that's the
Eubanks
it's give and take.
screen,
It's-
and
sometimes
Randall's
you get the
trying to
bucket,
sell
but
a
he does turn it
foul.
over quite a bit when you ISO
Eubanks
that
gets
much.
it, kicks it back out to Durant, gonna go get him a new screen, doesn't need it, kicks it to Goodwin. Goodwin over to Nas, open in the corner.
Good passing.
Brick.
Please hit.
Down.
Ugh.
And gonna call a flop here. So a flop on Randall. That's a technical.
So they're
A
they're
flop
saying
on
that
Randall.
yeah, from when he's trying to act like Eubanks shoved him into next Tuesday.
Saw Randall kind of flailing towards midcourt.
Well, Josh Hart wants an explanation over here.
I'd like to see that again.
Looks like he flopped
I
on the
don't know
screen
if it's-
attempt, right? I mean, that's what I was.
Eddie about to
I'm
miss
trying
his
do
free
my
throw.
job. I can't talk to
Are
the
you for real?
players. I can't do my
God.
job.
I saw the chat.
Yeah. Josh said the ball don't lie. I mean, a lot of players like to say that type of stuff, but look, is this a flop? Let's look. I mean, yeah, he exaggerated. He exaggerated it. I have a hard time knowing sometimes, Dave, what embellishment, what tips over into the technical, right?
I don't know, man.
Because
That could have went
could
either
happen
way,
where he did
to be
5,
honest.
6 more times tonight.
I mean, he was 10 feet from where the
What up,
contact-
Jared?
He definitely tried to sell.
The contact happened around.
Like he 100% did get pushed off a little bit. They got tangled up, but he definitely tried to sell it.
All for that. I just have a hard time understanding sometimes how they.
I just don't understand why they call it flopping foul. Like, I thought it was just for flops, not him trying to sell that. Quickly to Randall. Randall's playing mad now, guarded by Goodwin. He's going to bully. Step back 3. Never mind, didn't bully. Misses his shot. Rebound KBD. So we have
1
KBD
second.
minutes.
Oh, Nas.
Not have counted.
We have KBD minutes before Metu. It's almost like Metu doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, it's almost like Metu isn't shooting 75% from 3 since he's been allowed to play. I don't like that, man. I don't like that.
No, I don't like it at all. I don't either. Like, he's been hot. He's been an asset to you. Why give up on him now, bro?
Jeff F., I would love to get Tyus Jones on the Suns. We need a point guard. He's a pretty decent little point guard. Something that could be affordable. I would do it in a heartbeat. Just depends on who you got to give up, but I would do it, no question.
Well, I want on our team.
Yeah.
Who? Do you know who?
What, Lil TJ? Lil TJ McCon?
Oh, I want my boy Quincy.
Oh my God.
I want my boy Quincy on the team, dog.
He probably doesn't even play basketball anymore. He's probably retired at this point.
It don't matter. Go get my boy Quincy. Get him on.
Do you remember when he was on the Suns?
Yes, go get him, and because I need him to fight people. Go get my boy Quincy back.
Desperate.
Nah, dog. We need a Draymond, but we just need a Draymond that doesn't get paid a lot. You know what I mean? That's what we need as a big man.
Asia, luckily,
Either that or we start paying Udoka to do it.
Luckily, I'm not a D-backs fan or even really care at all about baseball.
What about baseball?
She was just saying sorry about the D-backs losing.
Justice Jock is having a rough time at Rockets. I mean, he hasn't been good coming back from injury, but they never got him involved in offense. He's averaging 2 shots per game. It's almost like the Suns were smart to not retain his services for that much money.
Yeah.
I believe he would have been back had the Rockets now offered him that ungodly amount of money.
Lead here, but scores in so many ways to shoot the three, get to the rim. He's got a great looking floater, 6 points here in the half, and this is the type of guy that does it efficiently too, Dave. So Knicks lucky to have him.
I feel like, Code, you're lying to us, but the Spurs really did want that. Yeah, I'd let him. I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Joanna gave me a feeling of what it could actually look like to live there. It was my last.
These freaking commercials, man. Anyways, guys, bummer of a night so far. Suns are doing all right though. Hit that like for us. I don't know what we got, but we're at the end of the first. 75. Oh. I just hit the like. We're at 76. Let's go.
Dexter says Suns should have kept Chris Paul. I said that, like, was it 2 games ago? I was like, well, if knowing what you don't know, that you were going to trade Ayton eventually, would you want to keep Chris Paul? And Gabe was like, no.
No, because just like Bradley Beal gets injured during the regular season, Chris Paul is a lock, a guarantee to get injured for the playoffs. So what little he can give you throughout the season now at his old age, yeah, that's nice, but he's not going to be there for the playoffs. But, I mean, you could also argue that Beal ain't going to be there for the playoffs because he can't even stay healthy during the regular season.
So, man, either way, it's just like, damn if you do, damn if you don't. By the way, Suns turn the ball over again. Knicks, he stepped on the line. That's not a 3. Rebound, Eubanks.
We got to see the play develop a lot quicker.
I don't want to be stuck
the ball
paying
up.
Chris
Matthew
Paul that
is in the game
money.
now. Booker drives.
Wow,
Booker reverse. Booker good. What a reverse by Book.
What do you like about the flow offensively?
Quickly.
Wow.
Barrett drives. Barrett passes.
Your boy Grimes.
So much coaching.
Man,
Nice
Grimes
pass.
Hartenstein out of bounds on Yuta. Yuta,
That's good D
defense
by
there.
Yuta.
Still shooting better than 50%, but they now trail.
First time I've said good defense by Yuta in a long time.
Hey, he got a block off the backboard when you went to bed last night
Crazy.
while you were dreaming about Asian hate. Quickly.
Watched the whole game last time. What are you talking about?
Misses. Was it last night or the night before when you went to bed?
The night before that I went to bed.
Okay.
Grimes for 3.
And Thibodeau, not just Thibodeau, but Grimes, Quickly, Hart, they're all trying to figure out when they're coming and going a little bit, and that does affect your shooting. They're used to all playing a little bit more.
Good pass to Metu.
We thought about it.
Metu. To Goodwin, back to Booker. Booker, top of the key, gets a pick from Goodwin. Kicks to Goodwin. Goodwin in the paint. Goodwin floater, no good. Kind of wish you would have made the extra pass there, Goodwin. Quickly,
I wanted him to take it,
driving.
actually.
Kicks to Barrett. Barrett
Eubanks with the
drives.
Blocksky.
Oh my goodness, Eubanks.
You're not allowed to cheer on Eubanks.
Yeah, thank you. Blocking foul.
Eric Gordon, who's not
Booker.
there tonight. And watch here. Another guy that, not
Too small to play center. Get him off my team. Dude's making $5 to play right now.
Shut up. I said what I said.
No, it's not just you. It's a lot of people in the chat.
Metu. I was really hoping he would have hit.
Did your stream slow down like crazy there?
Second round pick out of USC.
No.
That shit was in slow motion. I'm about to refresh. Ooh, steal? Steal?
No.
Shot clock at 5.
Quickly.
Communication from Metu. Hey, I'm gotta guard this guy.
And one.
It up and in, plus a foul.
Another
That
guy that's trying to kind of start it off hot, cooled off.
Fresh mind.
Look, if the Knicks want to take that step,
Can't stay where they are.
Take the contact and smart move by him, gets it off the
Can't
glass.
believe you made that,
if
dude.
they want to take that next step and really become a top 3-4 team in the East, they're going to need more, whether it's Barrett, Quickly, Hart, Grimes, consistently, right? Not just one game, 20 points, one game, 8 points. They got to
Am I ahead of you?
count on these guys night in, night out, and they just haven't figured that out quite yet. And some of that's on, I think, the players.
Half
just
court.
really start playing better and producing a little bit more.
Book shoots.
Good.
Oh, damn it. Now you're ahead of me. I was waiting for you to say shoots.
Boston won again. Celtics an NBA best 19-5. Philly's hot right now. You got
Barrett.
Milwaukee up there.
Good.
As it dropped through.
I feel like we tipped that back in.
Almost,
a lot
right?
Of depth in the East. Just
It
like
is
the West.
possible.
We talked to
Booker.
Frank Vogel again.
Screen from
talking about
Eubanks.
the parity, right? And
Screen
how
again from
difficult it is.
Eubanks.
And the
3 in the
small
key on
margin,
Josh Hart.
Between the great teams and the middle teams, and how hard each night is to play in both these conferences.
What up, Grimy?
Defensive 3 seconds, so one shot technical here. First year for Frank Vogel. 3 years in LA where he won a championship. Was in Orlando for a couple of years. 6 years in Indiana where he got a start as a head coach. But obviously been around a long time. NBA assistant, college assistant with Rick Pitino at Kentucky.
And again,
yeah, Rafi, KD can still get 25. He just needs to step it up a little bit. He just had a slow start. Oh my God, the no-look alley-oop to Eubanks. He comes down with it.
You have to do better than they've done thus
Gets
far
it back
this
to
year.
Goodwin. And Goodwin steps out of bounds.
Bradley Beal turned his right ankle 4.5 minutes into the game.
Spin move from Barrett, and it's good.
DiVincenzo, when he made a 3 and was fouled, it was called a flagrant 1, but more important, Beal left the game, and as Angel Gray reported earlier, he will not return. This was just the second game.
Matsu, screen.
The big 3, Booker, Beal, and Durant had played together. And
Booker to the rack. Booker, beautiful. We might need an old school Booker takeover game, man.
On 11 shots.
Yeah, when Durant's not in the game,
Well, at least for the time being until KD comes back in.
Quickly to Hart.
And you know what else we need? A good defensive game for once.
That's true.
He's just attacking every time.
Oh, man.
And again, he's got this.
No, Grimes. Nobody touched it. You juked your own teammate. Relax.
What makes it so hard, Dave, to not have Beal is they need to figure out a way to play with those 3 guys. And just another lost opportunity with Beal going out.
And again, we have no idea at this point exactly how severe the injury is, and we're not going to speculate, but the Suns do have a game.
Good win. Alley-oop to Metsu. Oh, my God. He saved it.
Wow,
Let's
Metsu.
go.
What an athletic. How do you snatch that out of the air, bro?
Crazy.
Knicks by 2.
Quickly to the rack.
Into the lane.
Pump. Turn. Pump. Gets it to Hartenstein. Hartenstein, backdoor cut. They're doing that all day to us, bro. I know. We have to pay attention to these cutters.
Looking at the Warriors, the Clippers picked them up, and the Knicks, some thought overpaid Harden's team, but he's been so solid for them.
Good one out to Metsu. Metsu.
But he likes
floater, no good, but we're going to get a
foul. Let's go, Metsu. I'm telling you, bro, Metu is just solid. He just really is. Steal of the free agency so far. I mean, I know people are like, this team is watching it, bro. Like, it's good to see some players that we got off the bench actually playing well. Like, Utah's been a letdown, but Metu at least has been good. As he misses a free throw, so I take that back. I shouldn't have talked about him so much.
Stop glazing.
Followed by Utah and Sacramento, then another doubleheader Tuesday. Memphis, New Orleans, followed by Golden State and Boston. For more of these games, go to.
Can we get KD back in the game though?
All right, we
on God.
with Golden State. Mentioned that.
Well, Booker came out, so that might be KD time.
Nurkic back in the game on God.
Against Phoenix, Draymond Green was ejected.
I'm saying on God a lot more lately. How do you feel about that?
He's been
hey, that's between you and God.
Obviously, you know Draymond Green as
that sounds ominous.
Was there with him for a decade.
So we're really going to play with no
yes, we're playing this lineup. It's the Metu show, baby. Metu Garden Hart. Hart quickly pulls. No good. Rebound by Goodwin. All right, Goodwin. Take over, please. Let's see how y'all float without your boy. Timeout.
We did it. We did Draymond Green.
Never mind. We won't get to see it because apparently we were smart enough to call a timeout and say, hey, a star's not in.
It's the Sprite Holiday
Boy with a $2 super chat said, Beal can't stay healthy. Should I worry? Yes. But let's be real. Everybody warned us, and we were just like, don't worry. It's no big deal. We have good medical staffs.
I'd like to dispute that, please.
Oh, you like to dispute it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So here's why I'm not worried. Because there were 9 other players on the court, and what happened to Beal just now could have happened to all other 9 players. So if it were a situation where he came down and didn't land on someone's foot and he came up with an injury, I would say, yeah, that's something to worry about. If he jumped for a rebound and came down and was like, or, think of like AD non-contact injuries that you've seen where all of a sudden his leg just gives out under him. That's something to worry about. If he would have came out of the game, Roy, thank you for the dono, and was holding his back and was like, me back's not right. I'd be worried about it. But what happened to him could have happened to anyone who's playing at any time. That's a regular injury that I'm not mad about, I'm not like worried about. That could have happened to Booker. It could have happened to KD. Could have happened to Eubanks. Hell, it could have happened to Frank Vogel running on the court to call a timeout. Shit like that happens. If it was non-contact, I'd say he's glass. I'd say you have something to worry about. Wes says 130 likes. Does that mean we're there? Or we need to get to 130 likes. Wes, that's very generous of you because 130 isn't a huge number to hit. So thank you, Wes. If we can get to 130 likes by the end of the second quarter, we're going to get a free membership passed out, courtesy of King Wes. What do you think about my analysis of that? Am I wrong?
What?
About my take on being injured, but being worried about Beal's injury.
I think you need to be worried a little bit. I don't care if it's just like, hey,
did you expect him to come down and land on someone's foot and not get injured? Should he have been able to just
that's not what I mean,
that
though.
off?
That's not what I mean, though. But you should be worried because he is an injury-prone player. And injury-prone players tend to have to be handled with gloves. So, but I mean, he won't be back for a minute. That's my thing. It's going to be like anytime he gets hurt, it's going to be one of those deals where, he's hurt, so let's just not make him do anything and let's just handle him with the gloves and make sure he's okay. And it's like, nah, bro, you need to get back out there. Like, that's my thing. It's like, bro, you need to be out there. Like, I know you just rolled your ankle. You don't need to be playing now, but you need to work your butt off to get back ASAP because you've had KD carrying this whole team for a quarter of a season.
Let's look at this, right? Let's see why this
and book every once in a while. It's time for Beal to actually be here. You know what I mean? That's where I'm at.
Get better in 10 games. Get better in 4 or 6, 7, whatever it is. When you put that arbitrary number on it, in a situation like this where he has had
like Kevin Durant has single-handedly played almost every single game. When in the beginning of the season, remember, like we kept saying, man, Kevin Durant's carrying this team. They didn't call it.
They did.
Oh, no, they did.
Friend of his and as a good friend of his, I think that's
maybe I'm behind. Let me refresh.
And you can see by the fact that everyone was accepting of that. Draymond was accepting the Warriors.
Tell you when I get to half court.
Half court. Complaining about that
doesn't matter because I just have to refresh the
That's
on.
rare to find in these situations, Dave, to have everybody saying, "I like that plan." So I think it was
Hartenstein hands the ball off.
Best thing for him.
Brunson to the rack, shoots, back iron, no good. Metu, get on the. Metu and Nurkic cannot get out rebounded by Brunson.
Yep, no kidding.
That was
I just saw that.
Half court.
Right.
Tell me half court.
Half court.
Look, anybody that's working on
Booker.
this, you should always support that, right? I mean, you should always support somebody trying to better themselves.
Booker take the shot when he gets fouled, but they stay on the floor.
Support from some of his peers and other people around the NBA.
45-40, the Knicks lead the Suns.
Why is KD still sitting? They're giving him extra rest.
Look at how icy Saban Lee's necklace is. My God, that shit's blinding. Does he have enough money for a necklace like that? That looks like a Max Players necklace.
Probably borrowed it from the book.
Borrowed it.
In that first quarter. Allen gets position down.
What a pass from Book to
That's
Allen.
our white boy. That's our white boy.
That's the vision that Vogel was talking about. Wasn't
Quickly.
sure he had it when they talked about making him the point guard. But
Hartenstein sets the pick quickly. Kind of traveled there.
Oh my God, these goddamn rebounds.
Knicks. Hart.
Floater no good, but gets his own rebound and put back. I'm going to stab someone.
Because Nurkic boxed out the right guy. Nobody boxed out Hart.
Just keeps making winning plays. Steve Kerr talked about Josh Hart.
KD backing down Hart. Double comes late. Gets stripped but fouled on the wrist by Hartenstein.
It's one of the underrated things about Hart is his rebounding there. Was nice example of it.
Hartenstein commits the foul, his first. Julius Randle checking back in, quickly going to the bench. 4th-team foul. Randle has 8 points tonight.
Nurkic to Durant. Durant down to Nurkic. Bad pass, but Nurk saves it and puts her home.
Not a bad pass. Nurk just had butterfingers there.
It was kind of a hot pass to be a bounce pass to a 7-footer.
I've seen Nurk catch those, though.
They got really forced.
Uh-oh! But Brunson smokes it.
Boy, beautiful move by Brunson, but he missed the layup. He's 4 for 10 from the floor. Durant fires.
That's what we needed. That's what we needed. That's what we needed.
Such a good-looking shot. Such a pure-looking
That's
shot.
my king.
Again,
okay?
shooting such a high percentage.
Good one's your king.
To shoot more three.
Why am I bragging about who my king is? That doesn't even make any sense. COVID's got my mind in a whirl. So I want to tell you something funny about Ayton last night. So I was awake for maybe 3 hours total yesterday.
3 hours total is crazy.
Dude, that's how I know it's COVID. I don't even need a test. I'm sleeping like I got COVID, you know? Just all day, all night. So I was up for about 3 hours, and I was like, I'm going to play a little Grand Theft Auto. That'll help, you know, that'll be fun. Let me have some fun here. And on my other monitor, I was watching the Blazers game. And I was watching Ayton. Now, Ayton might have had a good game. I don't even know because I wasn't awake long enough to find out. But I did see this one play where they hit him under the rim and he fumbled it out of bounds. And then he caught it and tried to throw it in and threw it straight to the other team. And it just made me laugh so hard, bro. I was like, oh my God, that is so classic Ayton. Butterfingers.
Ecom clearly says, beep Draymond Green. I'm tired of talking about it. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy.
How you been, Be Calm? Good to see you, man. Thank you for the dono. Appreciate you. Maybe we have some Blazers fans in here that can tell me that Ayton had a good game last night.
Timothy McDowell, you don't just get to claim players, okay? That's me and Gabe's job.
Otto says it's 5 a.m. in Sweden. That's what's up, man. Are you night owl or are you up early?
That's a great question.
You know? You know what my hope is, bro? Here's me hope.
What is your hope?
It's very simple. Can Bradley Beal come back for Christmas?
Yes.
That's 10 days away, bro.
Bro, he'll be back before that. Oh my gosh, calm down.
Why do you think that so confidently?
Because he got up and walked away. There's nothing crazy that happened. Just rolled his ankle.
Right, but it's not about can he get on the court and play. It's can he get on the court and not be at risk of turning it again very easily the next time he plays. Because that's how ankle injuries work. That shit, your tendons, your shit gets loosened up. And then when it's loose, if it's not all the way healed back, it's just like you're just so close to getting another ankle injury at all times. Just depends. Like, we're going to find out how bad it was. Be Calm with another $2 says, me and Blazer fans still beefing and working. Well, that's got to be interesting. Thank you, Be Calm. Blazers fans are good people, though. Take it easy on them.
It's a great tradition now, and These are two of the team. I mean, some of the teams
Brunson
there,
gets it down to Randall. Uh-oh, bully. KD comes to help.
And you will be in studio for all
Good defense, good defensive
Grimes.
rotations.
Back
Good
out
defensive
to Hart.
rotations.
Yes, they are.
Keep it
Yes,
up.
they are.
Keep it up.
Yes, they
Good
are.
defensive rotations. That's what I like to see.
Well, tonight the Sun supporting cast.
KD's
Grayson
looking
loses
okay,
the ball.
Michael. He had a slow start to this game. There we go. Okay, I guess they'll just go ahead and get that ball back. Randall for 3 drills it in transition. Damn.
And that's why we need a point guard, dog.
More consistent, which he has of late with that.
All right, we got point Goodwin. Or maybe we should have the right guy handling the ball. Let me put it that way.
Conversely, when it's not, he really struggles and forces quite a
KD
bit. When
getting
that blue ball's
loose,
going,
kicks
he's
it down
a
to
much different
Nurkola.
player.
Nurk, big body bends, big He was
He had
going up
Grayson
against
wide
a big
open.
body. I know. It's unlike him to not whip it out to the corner. Randall going to pull again. Nope, pump fake. What do we got here, white ref?
Defensive 3 on KD.
Be a one-shot technical here for the Knicks, and it'll be Brunson at the line.
Well, this is interesting. I don't know, cross match, and that Randall sees Nurkic on him, and that's just a tough matchup for Nurkic. And I think he's trying to stay with Hartenstein, but it's one of those things where, again, the
Crowd
Suns are
getting
still
loud
trying
for
to figure
Brunson's
out
free throw. I like
what
that.
are they
He hits the
defensively.
first.
I mean, what can they hang their hat on? They're very good blocking shots, some of their athleticism and length. But
Iverson
again,
really has
who's
infected
their best defensive team? Frank Vogel said
half of this
it's
chat,
almost like
bro.
I have to choose offense or defense. And it's
incredible.
For more two-way ability from some of his guys.
Maybe they're all just Iverson burners.
Maybe. Maybe that's why we haven't seen Iverson yet.
Man, I feel like
In a postseason series.
Well, look, if it was me today, that guy's sitting on the bench, and that's a Koji.
Durant.
And I think,
Driving,
he's not a great
pulling.
offensive player.
God,
He's
it's
a
so
lot
pretty. It
better
didn't go.
shooter.
Dude, Nurk got a rebound without jumping. What was that? Why didn't he jump?
Honestly, he's with his size length. And I think
That was
Booker
so
can do it, but as far as,
weird.
like, just saying your job is to stop, it's probably a Koji right
Brunson, screen from Hartenstein.
Second straight game that he's missed with a hip injury.
Pass to Hartenstein. Nice left-handed finish.
The other thing for the Suns is, do they have a 3-and-D guy? They have 3 guys.
Goodwin.
They have D guys, but do they have
Up to Durant.
in terms
Time
of
for
their
Book.
bench players?
Frank.
I mean,
I don't know why
obviously the
Book's still
starters
out of the
can do
game,
that,
dude.
but do they have bench guys that can do that?
Goodwin, corner 3, not even close. KBD tips it, and the Suns get it back. Shout out to KB Dizzles.
oh my gosh.
And then KB Dizzles gets ripped. That was rough, right?
Yeah, man, that was real rough. KBD, you like foul him good when he's like, "What are you talking about?"
Second team foul and second personal.
Again, you talk about the Phoenix.
Goodwin,
has
you
done a
need to
really
be
nice job. When
worried
you
about hitting
go
that
this
corner
model of a
3,
big
okay?
You really don't have a lot to spend outside of
All right,
that.
Book's back.
Grayson Allen
Imagine
is
if
beyond the minimum. They got a few
Goodwin
guys
could shoot
little
like
making a little bit of money
38%
this
from
year, little.
3. How much
Man.
more valuable he
They're
would
very
be.
fortunate they got Eric Gordon on a minimum contract, but
Hartenstein traveled, in my opinion, but they don't call it.
That's why the health of the big 3 is so important, and that's why it's so frustrating.
Durant to the
when
rack,
guys
gets
like
it down to
Beal
Book.
or Durant or
Book,
Booker just
a Nurk
need
3,
those guys.
no, gonna hand it right back to Book. Nice decision. Durant corner 3.
There we go.
On
Good
target.
ball movement. Good ball movement.
Let's go.
In the second quarter.
You just want him to shoot more. I mean, just want him to shoot more. Maybe I'll
Brunson.
talk to him, try to say something.
Step back on Book.
I mean,
Good defense by Book, bro.
Yeah, good. Just better shot, man.
Yeah,
That's the
good
whole
defense.
point of a step back right
It is
there.
interesting. Durant has taken 4 threes. That's about what he takes per game.
Come on, Grayson. Nope. Kicks the Nas,
Okay,
and KD
I'll
in the
take
corner.
Durant.
Okay, KD.
Oh! I'll
Okay,
take
KD.
it.
see it, but I signaled
I'll take
four
it.
threes, and of course he did listen. Are people going to believe that?
How did RJ Barrett do that?
bullies.
No.
Probably not.
He's just way bigger than Grayson.
They don't know.
You just moved him.
3 threes in a row. Look at it. That's. I mean, look, we're joking, but he does need to shoot more. He just does.
Book, screen from
Obviously can make
Nurk.
it
Book
consistently a
whips
good
it back
Another
to
one?
Durant.
Another one?
Wow! Let's go! Easy money sniper on a tear
Okay,
right
KD.
now.
The Slim Reaper.
Oh no, not Grayson on Randall.
Wow.
Not Grayson on Randall.
They called D3?
Offensive 3-second violation.
Well, Phoenix can't do that. You got to do better defense. Look at Durant. That one for him that's like a layup from the corner.
It wasn't Nurk, Pac-Man. It was KD.
And look, now he's comfortable, right? Made a couple in the corner. Now he's going to feel great. The basket seems huge to him, and you know
That's a wild call. He was running out.
You're very good at it. We were surprised. We looked up how many 3 attempts. Yeah.
That's a crazy call. Like, KD was standing there, but he was running out of the paint by the time you were going to call that. Like, you didn't need to call it.
What are we sitting at for likes? Did we hit 130? Are we close?
No, I don't think we hit 130 yet.
You want to give them a reminder as we get an offensive foul against the Knicks?
106 likes. Hey, we need to get to 130, and Wes is going to gift a membership.
Help us
Hit
out.
that like button.
40 from 3, 90 from
We need
there we go. Keep hitting them
24
108.
likes. There we go. We're getting close.
90. The first player ever to do that.
And we're kind of joking about him shooting more threes, but
There we go. Now they're jumping up. Let's get to 130 before half.
Make
And there will
Wes
be a new
bust out his
membership.
wallet.
Important to him to not be one of
Yes.
these guys that shoots 5 of 22. And
They put this up. If you don't do it, there's no Sundo clause on Christmas.
Ooh, if you don't hit the like button, then you ain't
and
black.
that's what makes him great.
How's that?
He's not a volume guy. He does it on a small
Nurk
amount
to
of shots.
Durant drives. Oh, what a pump fake. I'm
a
so
pump
glad he
fake,
hit that because the
KD.
pump fake was so juicy and so sexual. I'm stiff right now. I'm halfway to stiff.
About 5 minutes ago.
Randall doubled. Randall doesn't care that he's being doubled, and he's just like, fuck a double team. I'll dribble my way out. Whoops.
The losing streak.
That's like the 3rd time I've seen him do that. Nurk to Durant. Oh! Nas with the rebound. Gets it right back to Book. Book out to a white Grayson Allen for 3, and it's good.
All right, we're hitting.
That's my white boy. That's my white boy.
Okay, whatever.
These are great looks. They're penetrating, attacking the
So you're surrendering Grayson to me?
No, I'm not.
Brunson, behind the back. Gets it to Randall. The double comes late. He steps through it. That was pretty on Randall's part, bro.
He'll go to the line for 2.
12 more likes, says Wes. 40
I feel like
seconds.
that was the travel, but whatever.
Well, the Suns have scored 23 points.
You know who's available?
5.5 minutes to take this 4-point lead.
John Collins. You know I like athletic
You mean that
guys.
guy that James Jones was obsessed with for some reason in the offseason, but all of a sudden isn't?
Averaging 22 points per game, 2-time All-Star.
Malo wants to know what kind of oil you use for the Sundo beard.
King Gillette.
Talk. I love the pace. Push it up the floor. Keep making plays for each other.
First free throw is good. Second free throw on D-Way.
Shell tight. Ball pressure.
He hits it.
And we turn the ball over, and we're losing the loose ball.
6 more likes, guys. 40 seconds. Help us out. I know we got enough in here. Booker.
10-point lead by halftime.
Trying to go for a 2-for-1. Gets it to Durant. Durant to the rack. Nice little handoff to Nurk. Maybe this is our big 3.
They're all easy, right?
Nurky.
130. Let's go.
Thank you guys, man. Appreciate it.
And he's able to just lay the ball in pretty easy.
Thanks for the motivation at
Booker foul, but we're not gonna talk about it. Okay, they called it.
The Knicks were trying to go for a 2-for-1. That's the second foul on Booker. And Brunson will be at the line.
Here comes the gifted membership from
Wes
Wes.
gives
Who gets it? Clap.
David
Ray.
He gets it back.
Let's go, David Ray. Welcome back
And
to being
Burner is still 0-4.
Well, Burner's like MIA, dude. We haven't seen Burner pretty much since. I guess we saw him last game, but that was right as you were leaving.
What about Brunson? I said, well, he's a second-round pick. I think he's had so many good players. Sometimes I made the
Thank
mistake.
you,
These
Wes.
coaches, they know sometimes. And Brunson was a great player at Villanova. I just thought maybe undersized.
Free throw's good.
Doesn't necessarily look like a guy that could
Suns
dominate,
only
but he's
up
been
2.
fantastic,
Booker with the
and
ball.
So much of it is his mental game, how smart of a player he is.
24 on the
Composed
game,
pass.
19 on the
His
shot.
shot's gotten better. He's a savvy. He doesn't turn the
20
ball
and
over.
16.
So great job by the Knicks grabbing him when they did in free agency.
There's a grit and a toughness.
Yeah.
10 seconds. Booker. Nice fake handoff. Gets it out to Nurk. Nurk to Nas. Let's fucking go. You see these wide open threes? Bro, Nas is quietly just...
They double Randall. He shoots over the double team.
All right, and he misses. Nas is
It's
really
amazing
making
to get
a
open
name
threes
for
when you
himself.
make the extra pass. That's one thing I've noticed they've been doing today is making the extra pass. It's not just one pass to the corner. It's a pass to the corner to the wing to the top of the key, or from the top of the key to the wing to the corner. They're making an extra pass like I've been begging them to do. Now, if only we could play some defense. Look at Nurk with 15 points looking like he's part of the big three.
I'm saying, bro, but it's not just been the last game. It's not just been tonight. It's been a steady thing lately. His stats have been like crazy. I mean, and think about it, Sundo. That's what Frank Vogel is known for outside of having good defensive teams, is maximizing his centers. That's why we wanted to see him with Ayton. It was like, well, what can Ayton be like with a coach who loves centers and understands centers and gets the best out of them? I would love to talk to a Blazers fan and see if what the Nurk we're getting is abnormal Nurk.
I don't think it's abnormal. But I do think you're right. I think he knows how to maximize center talent. He's had his third straight double game.
Crazy, man.
Third straight double.
I don't know why we didn't expect to get the best version of Nurk, but I think we're getting the best version of Nurk. You know,
it's possible. Yeah,
I need to talk.
Yeah,
to
I don't know enough.
it.
I don't know enough about Nurkic to be able to say, hey, we're getting the best version of Nurk possible. But I will say that I do like this version of Nurk a whole lot.
I feel like I haven't heard anyone complaining about Nurk lately.
Not in a long time.
Right?
Anyway, this Sundo synopsis is brought to you by BetUS. Use a promo code in the link in the description to get a 125% bonus on your next deposit on your next bet. Check them out. All your sort of bets that you want. Prop bets, parlays, live bets. It's all there for you. Just click a link in the description. Once again, 125% bonus on your next deposit. Gabe, So far, I mean, and we just play a little bit of defense. We're shooting 60% and we're letting them shoot 53%. If we could just play some defense and stop giving up second chance points, I think this would be a double-digit lead and we'd be more comfortable instead of it being a 5-point lead. It's not like they're out here killing us. Jalen Brunson last time was on fire. He's not on fire this time. Randall's not playing in bully ball like he did the last time either. And so I just feel like if we just would play a little bit of defense, more defense, and stop letting them get rebounds, we would be up by more. Durant, 6 of 12. Nurkic killing it with 6 of 7. Beal, 2 of 2 before he got hurt. Grace now on 4 of 4. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Good to see Grace now and back. Booker, 6 of 11. Met 50% off the bench. Nas, 50%. Once again, not getting a whole lot of bench points. That's kind of an issue to me sometimes. How do you feel about that?
About Grayson?
About not having points from the bench. We only have 6 from the bench. They have a total of 14.
I didn't notice that much of the bench not getting... Yeah, I mean, you'd like to get more, right? But, you know...
Like I said, you got Metu for 3, you got Nas for 3, and it was that 3 that he just hit recently at the end of the game. Goodwin's 0 of 2, so there's always that. Like, Goodwin could probably do better. Bates Diop 0 of 1. Yuta hasn't even shot yet, neither is Eubanks.
Crazy, dude.
But
definitely want more shots from Yuta.
We're shooting 60% from the field and 50% from three, dude. Like, there's no reason why we should only be down by 5. It's the second chance points and the turnovers, but we have 9 turnovers. They have 7, so it's not like they have that much more. They have they have 7 steals. We only have 2. They have 6 offensive rebounds. We have 5, so they're not killing us there either. We're actually out rebounding them. So, I mean, let's play some defense, man. And you could be killing this team.
I mean,
I just can't believe what Code said, Gabe.
What did he say?
About the Spurs winning bowl.
I heard that today, too. It's like, what do you guys want? Can you give us a point guard? You give us any bottom of the barrel point guard you got. Right? Or I don't know what kind of assets we could get because we don't have any assets. So maybe some assets that we can use to turn into TJ McConnell or turn into Tyus Jones or turn into Javon Carter.
I don't know about that, but Trey Jones, that idea. I just like the fact that they want to get Bobo, I guess, that's sort of back up Wemby so they can keep the system going. Quit showing this injury.
Seriously.
Remember when we used to want to try to finesse Karl Anthony Towns for Ayton?
I mean, there were times where all of us Suns fans were like, no, I ain't giving up Ayton for Cat. He's soft. It's like pot, meat, kettle.
I will say this. I definitely wasn't one of those. I did want Cat. Luigio, $50 Mexican, I'm assuming. Hit the like, boys. 200 likes. We get some gifted before we start the third. Yes. This is Mexican pesos.
I love me some pesos.
Cousin Will, $5 super chat. Am I high or are the Suns playing better D? I'm not saying it's lockdown or awesome, but better. Yeah, yes. They are rotating better, for sure. I did compliment them on that. They did have better rotations, and they're sort of figuring it out a little bit. They just got to be able to box out and not give them second chance points. You do that, you don't turn over, you play a little bit better defense, you're up by more than 5.
Was it you that said this like last game? You're like, maybe Draymond knocked some sense into Nurkic.
Oh yeah. That was me. That was definitely me.
Yeah, something happened, bro. Something happened. Because he's just playing like, and I've said it a couple of times, he's playing like he really understands how big he is and how nobody can stop him from getting to the rim. It's up to him once he gets there. Like, what are you going to do? It's not always pretty, but, you know. I'm happy for that. We got our center. We got a center, and we got a role player out of Grayson Allen. 2, if you consider Nas to be what I consider Nas to be. In retrospect, man, that trade was really, really fantastic for the Suns.
Travis with the gifted membership, and Azul got the membership.
We got a gift?
Appreciate you for that one. Yeah, we gifted. We almost missed it, bro.
Damn.
Yes,
welcome. Thank you. So, was it Prince Travis?
Yes, Prince Travis.
Creating another
Horseman.
And welcome in Azul. I think Azul's been a horseman before, but welcome back.
Horseman.
Yes. Travis, Prince Travis, King Wes, And then what was the other one? I can't remember the other one. Dat Homie, but the Tyrant. Dat Homie the Tyrant. That's what it was.
Dat Homie the Tyrant. That's a dope rap name, bro.
It is, bro. That's what I'm saying. We
name.
gave him a full rap name.
Yeah.
Watch him actually get famous and be a rapper, and he just used that name, Dat Homie the Tyrant.
Right? Man. Love you, Travis. Thank you, man. Thank you, Wes, again. Mala says, Gabe, why don't you give away the 10 memberships you have? Well, let me take a look here and see if I can do that. If I can do it, I think I'll wait till we have Burner in here, if I'm going to be completely honest. You know what I mean? I think that would be fair to Burner to try to at least give him a chance. Okay, membership gifting. Oh, let's go. I can give away 10. I mean, maybe you guys need to tag Burner in the Discord and tell him to get in here. Tell him I'm going to give away 10 memberships, trying to get him one of them. You know? Wes says, call them the Monarchs. Sundo gifted a membership, and he's trying to be sneaky about it. Who gets it? Paloma Guerin. Welcome. A creeper.
Horseman.
Never seen that name before, but welcome in. Maybe it's a Knicks fan.
Could potentially be.
Thank you, Sundo.
No, I just wanted to give Roy with the gift.
Roy.
Leo DC.
Leo DC. Welcome,
Wes says
Leo.
That's my girlfriend.
Horseman.
Ain't no way, Wes.
Ain't no way you got a girlfriend, Wes. Get out of here. Oh, wait. Didn't he tell us he was married, though, and that his wife was happy when the stream went down?
I don't think that was him. I think it might have been somebody else.
Maybe he's got a wife and a girlfriend. Yeah, welcome in our newest.
Says Paloma is his girlfriend. That's crazy. Well, the first couple memberships,
the first couple horsemen we've ever
in the
had.
history of Suns Valley.
Right?
She was sneaking in here, making sure Wes wasn't doing no dirties. Now she's been found out.
That's hilarious.
Just been creeping on the chat, making sure that Wes doesn't, you know.
It would have been funny if he was the one that gave it away. But yo, thank you to Sundo, and thank you to Baby Boy Toy Joy's boy, our original horseman, Roy. All right?
You have all these nicknames for Roy.
He's been here the longest.
Baby Boy.
He wants
Toy,
Prince Roy.
Joy's boy. How about we just call you
Joy's
like the Emperor?
Emperor Roy. Emperor.
Emperor Roy.
Let's go.
I wanted to give something Fred to go to sleep because I cannot believe they're making us work tomorrow, bro.
Do not go to sleep. Everything's going great with you here. And you know what happens when you go to sleep, man. The Suns are like,
I get good rest.
We're just going to take a night off since Sundo is. There will be no defense. There will be no closeouts.
I believe in the Suns, unlike you.
Gonna play that card. Yeah, hey Dot, they screwed up his schedule for how many weeks? Because this is the third Saturday.
It's gonna be like this for me. Well, they're doing the schedule because we have like 3 weeks off work for Christmas because there's some issues, but they're trying to get every unit they can get out of that factory before, so that's why we're working Saturday.
But also, to be fair, you are getting an early and extended Christmas break.
Yeah, like starting next week, I'll be off work for like until January something.
Right.
Can't remember when. So it's like a decent break. So it's fine. Going to work tomorrow will be just fine.
You're a man of the people. You're a working man. You're a working class man. You understand the plight of the everyman. And that's why the everyman loves Sundo.
I guess. That doesn't explain why they're always like, creeping.
You're not one of these 1%ers like Tory.
Wow, Tory the 1%er is crazy.
That's a good nickname for him. Tory the 1%er. Yes, let's make that a thing. Let's make that a thing. Tory wakes up, rolls out of bed, takes off his gloves, and he's got lavender wax on his hands to keep his hands smooth. Hops into his shower. It's got
no code. I'm always tired because I stay up later for these things, and then I wake up at 3:30 in the morning.
You have to burn the candle at both ends.
That's exactly why I'm tired.
But you remember, it was way worse when you had the night shift because you wouldn't get done with the game until like with work.
I wouldn't get home
midnight.
until midnight. Yeah.
Like right when the games were ending. That was no bueno.
That was bad.
Game back on?
About to be. I'll give it a possession or two.
He'll give it a possession or two.
Because then you guys get 100% Sundo for the next 3 weeks.
And
not to mention Sundo clause. Lucky bastards.
I can't wait for Sundo clause.
Got to figure out the whole Sundo clause stick. What we're gonna do. I think Sundo clause is gonna have a few gifts for Christmas. You know what I'm saying? Just don't know exactly. What we're doing.
Game with Durant, Booker, and Beal all together can pull out a win at home against a Knicks team in game 2.
Coach, show some respect. I'm always sleeping on my fork truck. What are you talking about?
Booker is fouled.
Well, I don't drive a fork truck. I drive a tugger, but I'm always sleeping on that thing.
The Suns had just 6 points from their bench.
Don't gotta sleep in the break room. Ain't no reason to.
And a lot of that, I think, is who's been out, right? They count on Eric Gordon. I mean, again, he's not playing. He's been a huge factor for this Phoenix Suns team in this 2023-4 season. And they're still trying to get
Booker tried to miss that free throw.
I know, right?
Tried to miss that free throw.
You know what I forgot about COVID?
Again, with all those injuries,
COVID headache.
Move up some guys, and again.
Oh, dude, the COVID headache is the worst.
For what they were able to do in the offseason, James Jones and his front office of securing the guys they did.
You
should probably go to the bathroom
so tough. They just, again,
and get your stuff ready. Get a coffee. Anyway, Brunson.
Oh, yeah. I got water.
Randall. DiVincenzo. Back to Brunson.
Real quick.
Brunson for 3. Oh, he hits. Gabe does need some ginger ale. He does. Booker. DiVincenzo guarding Booker. Drives. Pulls. Hits. All right, Book. Okay, Book. You do that, and if we can hit threes around that, we'll be good to go.
He really can dictate terms. When he feels like he's got a shot, he's been
Brunson, the Randall, top of the key, hands off to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo drives to the right. Pump fake. RJ Barrett at the wing. He drives to the right. In the paint. Passes to Sims. Sims dunks it wide open. Dirk over-rotated to help in the paint. Nas didn't get to the block in time.
You'd get laughed at.
He's wide open.
I mean, a testament to Frank Vogel's staff and Booker's development.
Booker's got 7 assists tonight. Meanwhile, Sims with 5 points.
Booker looking for KD. Gets KD. KD in the paint. KD fadeaway jumper. Good. Okay, here we go. Beautiful fadeaway from Kevin Durant. Brunson bringing the ball up the court. Brunson to Sims. Sims to Julius. To Barrett. Barrett top of the key. Drives in the paint. Off the backboard. No good. Rebound KD. Kicks to Little. Little on the fast break. To Nurk top of the key. Nurk looking to give the ball to Book. Turns around. Gives it back to Book. DiVincenzo guarding him. Booker holding. Faces up. Drives to his left. Pump fake. Pulls. Fade away. Off the backboard. Beautiful. Beautiful by Devin Booker. Masterclass.
Scored all 3 levels, and you're a threat Mid-range, 3-point.
Randall in the paint. Pump fake.
Getting better every year.
Takes a long step off his pivot foot. Hits the lay-in. I would have called a travel there as a referee and never thought twice about it, but that's just me. Booker fouled by DiVincenzo for positioning the ball. Remy Dot says Beal soft man. He needs some milk. He does.
He needs some milk.
Now he's got to be really careful. And again, they're probably going to Booker. He just puts such pressure on the defense. They put Barrett on him now, so taking DiVincenzo off.
Booker. Guarded by Barrett. Pump fake. Josh just left. Pulls.
Ew! If that went in.
DiVincenzo off ball.
DiVincenzo. The Sims back to DiVincenzo. Randall top of the key, guarded by KD. Foul on Devin Booker, loose ball.
On Booker, that is 3 on him. First on the Suns in the quarter.
Yeah, again, both these coaches, if you're gonna work on something for both these teams, it's just I'm not sure that either of them like where they're at defensively. I mean, a lot of easy shots go
Brunson
both ways.
pulls from 3, hits again.
Starting to warm up here in the third quarter.
He's 3 of 3 now from 3. Well, the Knicks 13 and 10.
This is where it'd be great to have Okogie. No cap, bro.
West right now.
The pick of defense
on Brunson, a really, you know what I mean? Like he's good at guarding smaller players.
Yeah.
Shot clock at 5. Booker's 0 for 2 from 3.
Oh, Book dribbles it off his own knee. Oh, he's lucky it hit the rim, bro. That looked like it was going to be a air ball for Scherzies.
Nice pickup. He's played well. 10 points.
I like this ISO game we're doing now. What happened to the ball movement that we had?
Book to Nurk for 3. That ain't going in. You could tell. Oh, Nas almost gets it. No. Saves it off Brunson's tiny little fingers.
I mean, you mentioned where Phoenix sits right now in the West. They just 13-11. This is a team with championship aspirations, right? And this is a team that has high expectations. Big move to trade for Durant. Obviously, Beal then after
inbound.
That's not
Booker.
where they want to be. At 13-11 is not where they want to be. Now,
Grayson to Nurk.
Because they haven't played together. But
again, looking for action for Book. Hands off to Durant. Durant to Book. Book wide open deep 3. Good.
Oh my God. Good shot, Bookie.
23 for the game. And the lead is up to 9 now, 82-73.
Gosh,
damn!
He's heating up, and I don't like that.
No, it's not good. He's just keeping that. Like, we're playing really good, and he's just like, I don't care. We're staying right with you. Which team's going to fall flat first? Booker, wowsy. Good catch by Grayson. Nurk got Sims on him. Wowie! You like that?
Yes, I like the fact that he hit the button. I like the aggressiveness. I liked him backing him up. It was an ugly shot, but
yeah, I mean Sims is strong, bro. Sims ain't like backing down some undersized guy.
I know, and that's why I liked it.
I would never fall for that. See, that's why I'm a.
He got stood up a little bit and didn't care.
It is game 4.
I did fall for it though, if I'm being honest. I did believe you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. There's a lot of ISO game. There's not a lot of ball movement, extra passing this half like it was the first half. It's like they gave up on that. They're like, you know what we need to do now? Slow it down and play ISO game because we have a 5-point lead, which makes 0 sense. We're gonna slow it down in the second half now that we have a lead, and we're gonna make sure that we just play the time. No, ISO game like that. Keep the offense going. You had a good offense in the first half.
Knicks are 10 of 10.
A lot of good ball movement was happening in the first half.
Well, tomorrow from T-Mobile in Las Vegas, it's UFC 296. Colby Covington taking on Leon Edwards for the welterweight title. Main card begins at 10 Eastern pay-per-view. Early prelims 7:30. ESPN2, ESPN Deportes. Or to the main card in English and Spanish. Go to ESPNplus.com/PPV.
All right.
So Barrett 4 of 4. The Knicks.
Durant's got Randall on him. Kicks it to Book. Book pulls. No good. Randall. Inside the free throw line.
Good defense by KD.
Good defense. I don't know how that's not a travel. That felt like an extra step after his
I've been
pivot.
saying that all day about Julius Randle, bro. It feels like he's been. Oh.
Can you believe Nurk didn't? I mean, the fact that Nurk got that ball, bro, that was a wild pass. I thought that was going in. Randall gonna bully Gray.
Good strip by
Good
Grayson.
job.
Fast
I
break
thought
by
Nurk did
Nas.
it.
Nas tried to dunk. He wanted a foul on it. Timeout, Knicks.
What was that,
Way to
bro?
stay with the play there for Booker, following it up and making sure they get that bucket.
Damn.
But, all right, this is where I say goodbye and Gary go to bed.
Come on, Sundo. You're being as selfish as Nas on that layup. How about this? I got a good idea. You ready for this? So this
I don't know. What commercial is this?
Some new horror movie about white
It's The
people.
Ring or something?
And if this movie was about us black people, that's right, I said us. There wouldn't be no movie because we would have moved
I'm
out
gonna
of
be real.
that
It's
house.
called Night Swimming. You already know how we feel about swimming, Gabe.
Ain't swimming and ain't living there.
Ooh, Luigi with 5 gifted memberships. Jose Madrigal gets one. Daniel on Broadway gets one. Invokers, Dev, and Gaming with Nappy YT all gifted. Horsemen.
We gotta shout them out here.
Horsemen, 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 horsemen.
And thank you to Luigio. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you so
guys,
much.
let me know when Burner gets in here. If Burner makes an appearance. If he doesn't make an appearance, sometime in the fourth quarter, I'll still gift out the 10 memberships. But I'd love to give him a chance.
No. We save it for Christmas.
Well, that's true, right?
Save the
Should I
10
save
for
it for
Christmas. Yes. Save it for Christmas. That'll be part of our Christmas giveaway, and then Sundo Claus will come in with some other gifts.
Ho ho ho!
Maybe some gift cards, maybe some 2K VC. I don't know.
Yeah, we got to get you 2K if it goes on sale.
That's for sure. But all right, Sundo's going to bed though.
All right, man.
Catch y'all later. Have a good night.
Can we get a horseman from you?
Horseman. That was whack. He's out.
Later, bro. All right, guys. Sweet dreams, Sundo indeed. Blazers for life. And yes, once again, thank you, Luigio. All right, are we back? We're close. No? Almost.
Written consent of the NBA.
David, he's got to get some sleep.
Tonight, Bradley Beal, who is in his second game back after missing most of the year with a back injury.
Stop showing it.
Watch the right foot.
Just stop showing it.
DiVincenzo, thus the awkward landing, sprained ankle, ruled out for the rest of the game. And this is it for the Big Three this season, including
24 minutes played for the Big Three this whole season.
Together in a loss Wednesday.
Unbelievable.
They have a lead right now over the Knicks midway through the third by 5.
It's a painful replay and a painful graphic. 24 minutes together on a season which we're 24 games in now. And that's the toughest thing, Dave, as an executive, as a fan of a team, as a coach. You want to know what you are, even if it's not good. You get some clarity.
Brunson.
Not knowing when you have health issues.
Driving on Grayson, kicks it to Randall. Randall working on Little now. Steps through, travel. They give him the extra step every time, man. Brunson pivots and throws it away. Ball don't lie. Suns ball.
He was always available. He played 82 games back-to-back seasons just 5
Code, was it good? I'll have to go back and watch it, man. I was COVID sleeping, but I'll definitely go back and watch their stream from yesterday.
This year, and we would expect more to come.
Well, some might say,
Goodwin to Durantula. Kick ball, but not an intentional kick, so it's just going to be out of bounds on Barrett, Suns ball.
By the fact that a lot more players are playing. Kawhi Leonard, I think, has played in every game this year. I think teams are realizing it doesn't work like that. You got to develop some cohesiveness, some chemistry.
Me too, Nick. Me too.
Do that. It's not enough to say, well, we got 10 games.
And Michael Romero says 2021 Nets. It's taking down that look, right? Durant to the rim. fadeaway floater off the backboard going to his left with his right hand. Love it. Brunson drops it off to Sims, and Grayson gets his tiny little white arm up there and blocks Sims. If you know anything about Jericho Sims, this dude was built in a lab to jump and dunk. And a rather clean block gets called a foul. I mean, that was actually a really, really clean block.
What about the follow-through, though? Did he catch?
Good for you there, Grayson. I don't think they're going to win the challenge either, but I like that they're trying it. Jeremy says Beal back after the All-Star break. When's the All-Star break? Because I think that sounds a little bit too long. But maybe. Cordy says I'm down to bench Beal for the rest of the season. I don't know about that. Nobody, Sundo. I think they're still just talking about Beal. I mean, Ed, if he's not traveling, he's going up to the brink of, you know how there's that gray area of you getting 3 steps, but it's like, oh, well, he picked the ball up at this point, so he still gets that extra. He's doing that every time. Or he's going into a move, pivoting, stopping, and then taking an extra step out of that pivot that you, I guess, still could consider not a travel. It's just in that gray area every time. I know you were loving that, Code. I know you were loving that. Derek says Beal will be back in 5 games. I mean, my hope is that he's able to play on Christmas, but we can't have, again, what we had happen last year on Christmas. And if you remember, Book had that groin injury or something that turned into a groin injury. He had been out for a while, and Monty let him play on Christmas without doing that ramp up that the players normally do in practice. He just went from cold, I think I can play because it's Christmas, I want to play in this Christmas game, to injured after taking like 2 shots. And so we can't have that happen. If that's what we're risking on Christmas, it ain't worth it. But if he's able to play on Christmas, man, that would be such a fun Christmas present. And that game is going to be huge. I'm not going to lie, that stream is probably going to be huge. Really want him to be able to play on Christmas. Yeah, Code, the Mavs look good this year, man. The moves that they've made have really helped them out. Some underrated moves. Gemini says Beal will be back Sunday. I don't think so, bro. I just don't think so. Like, think about when Durant turned his ankle. It wasn't as serious looking as this one, and he missed almost 10 days. I mean, that thing's going to swell up on Beal tonight and tomorrow morning. There's no way he's going to play a day after that.
A second challenge later in the game.
Durant to Little bumps DiVincenzo into the paint and scores. That is such a awesome take by Nas. Suns have a little bit of a lead here. I don't want to look too soon here, but got a little bit of a lead.
Legendary broadcast. You were wrong. First time,
can we edit that out?
Randall taking Little to the rack. Takes that extra step after the pivot that he has clearly mastered.
Okay. All right.
It's like you almost expect him not to move again because he's picked up his dribble, but he knows what he's doing. Durant to Grayson. Grayson to Goodwin. Goodwin in the corner. I think his foot was on the line. See what they call it. They call it a 3. It looked like his foot was on the line to me, but I ain't going to say nothing. Sims to Brunson.
They've done a nice job moving the ball. And
Brunson, screen from Sims.
Wide open corner three, most efficient besides
gets it to Randall.
In the NBA, that's the type of shot you want to end up with.
Randall to Brunson. Brunson for three. Damn it. He is so red hot right now.
And again, he's had stretches 3 of the last 4 games.
Red
he's
hot.
Had an offer. He was 3 for 21 his last.
Prepper, learn how to spell Beal if you're going to say Goodwin's better than him. Allen to the rack. Oh my gosh, he almost traveled, didn't though. And one for Grayson. Needed that. We got to hope that we can keep this offensive pace, because Brunson is keeping his offensive pace.
Not a guy known too much for his driving, but that's that Euro step.
Woo, Grayson, good job.
Finish with contact.
He really does, Jeremy.
Your take. I thought the Grayson Allen.
Soccer Pro, the Twins or Beal? Oh, Twins all day. I'd take McHale over Beal. I don't know that I wouldn't take Cam Johnson over Beal, if I'm being completely honest.
He can knock down an open three, and with duress too. I mean, he's a guy that's got a great looking shot, he's got great range, and they missed
seriously, that homie.
They do need some of this depth. It's not just the big three that gets you there all the time.
DiVincenzo gets it back to Brunson. Brunson got Nas on him, driving, hanging, hooking, and one. Brunson is a demon. $5 dono from Will Gregg. Thank you, Will. Says, swear KD has the worst luck in the NBA since the Achilles dude's falling into his knees, slipping in warm-ups, and all of his teammates getting hurt or anti-vaxxed. Yeah, he's had some pretty bad luck, man. No question. Thank you for the dono, man. Nurk taps the rebound without even jumping because Hartenstein's climbing all over him like some kind of white gorilla. Nurk gets it from KD. Gets it back to KD. KD doubled. Kicks it down to Nurk. Nurk working on Hartenstein. Backing him down. Tries to flop for a foul a little bit. Doesn't get it. Goes to the ground, and it's a 5-on-4. 5-0-4, boys. Brunson, open three. You know it's good. You know it's good. Call a timeout, Frank, you German cuck.
That was his toughest one. I mean, now they're getting up on it.
Grayson to Durant. Durant down to Goodwin. Nice pass up to Nurk. Nurk for the jam. Needed that bucket back.
17 points here in the quarter. They'd be getting blown out without him right now. They double.
Hartenstein tries to pass it between Goodwin and Durant, but it gets pinched and goes out of bounds, but that is Knicks ball.
Beat him for a change. And Brunson, that's the right play, that's the right pass. Hartenstein just lost it there at the basket.
DiVincenzo to the bench. Tibbs calls a timeout. Terrific quarter by Jalen Brunson.
Timeout.
But
so while we got a timeout, I just wanted to ask you guys. I asked this last stream, but I know a lot of you guys weren't here. Do you guys know anything about playback sports? So basically, it's the live streaming service where you can actually watch the game with the stream. So imagine instead of having these, all the graphics we've got up there with like the score in the middle and stats down bottom right, would actually be able to show the entire game. It would all be on the same page. They've contacted me and Sundo about joining their platform. So we're going to talk to them this upcoming week. Just wanted to throw it out there and see what you guys thought. Jeremy, I don't even know if it costs for a subscription, to be honest. I have no idea. Maybe, though, right? Maybe it does. Soccer Pro, I watched the game on... Me and Sundo both have League Pass,
Just finding and taking, Dave, what the defense gives them, and last possession here.
Yeah, I don't even know if there is a bag involved, Will. I mean, maybe a little bag, but it just seems fun. Like, the thought of being able to watch the game live with you guys instead of, I mean, we would still do this, of course, right? Randall gets left wide open.
How about a word you
and
can
scores.
use also is relentless. It takes me back to a story he
Goodwin.
shared about his parents and how they
Screen from
instilled that in him
Durant.
very early on.
Kicks
He said
it back
in
to
middle
Durant.
school,
Durant
they
going to
would
pull
put
in
all
Randall's
these
face
little
and
small pieces of
drill
paper
it.
all over the
Beautiful
house.
mid-range
They would
game.
make sure it was in the bathroom mirror, on the garage door before he left school, on the refrigerator. Everywhere he looked, they'd send a picture of it. They wanted him to understand as long
Brunson
as you work hard,
hits.
eventually the things are going to go well. And
Uh-oh,
you'll get the
Durant, be
results you want. It
careful.
was a running theme in his film. He
Wolf,
said,
wolf,
I
wolf.
wanted to make sure that they understood.
Goodwin bringing it up.
Always say the
Suns
magic
up
is in the
5.
work, and we are
That
seeing him
lead
work tonight.
dwindling.
Yeah, he's got 19 of the
Goodwin to the rack, kicks it down to Eubanks. Eubanks to Allen. Allen back over to Durant. Durant with the sexy Euro. That's a goaltend. Goodwin over to KBD. KBD not even close.
Randall with the rebound.
Durant's shoe is off. This is a true 5-on-4 situation. Please don't leave a shooter open. Randall gets it, and there's the open shooter. Grayson falls into him trying to stop him. 3 points on the way from the free throw line from Quickly.
Durant passes up that three, drives to the rim. Again, not a bad decision.
I can't wait to see that in instant replay to see if Durant. Why are you taking Durant out now? You better be putting Book back in. Metu coming in though. My guy Metu.
Knicks, they're just hanging around. They're not playing great, but Brunson kept him in there, kept him connected, and now makes these. They're right back in a one-possession ball game.
Rattles home the first.
First free throw's good. Prepper, I know you don't like Metu, but is it all because you don't like him tonight? Or, I mean, his last 2 games that he's actually got to play, he's looked really, really good. So what are you not happy about with Metu specifically? Quickly, second free throw. Out! Let's go. Grayson also getting a rest. We got Metu and Book back in the game.
And Tuesday, Memphis, Pelicans, Celtics, Warriors on TNT. For more, go to NBA.com or visit the...
Oh, you're talking about Diop. No, then I agree with you, Prepper. Diop's... I'm done with Diop. I really am.
Quickly gets 2 out of 3. And just 5 points for Quickly, who's averaging 15
Metu to
points
Book.
per game. Been struggling a bit lately, but also not 100%.
Book gets a screen from Goodwin and kicks it to him. Goodwin to the rack, hands it off to Eubanks, and Eubanks finishes.
That's
Let's go.
By Booker, recognizing that early. You always want to get rid of that early when that double comes, opens up a good opportunity.
Randall
Eubanks easy finish.
gets a screen from Hartenstein. Bulldozing Eubanks, throws it over Eubanks, no good. Goodwin gets a long rebound. Goodwin pushing the pace. Goodwin going to slow it down and set it up and get it to Book, who's got Grimes on him. Pull up, baseline, no good. The bounce is no good. Eubanks getting physical for that rebound, fouls Hartenstein. I'm fine with that. Lester, I don't know if we have what it's going to take to get John Collins. We don't really have much money, you know. We don't have really any money or any real assets to
see how aggressive Booker
trade.
is. I'd like to see Durant do that when Booker sits. He was a little bit deferential. Again, Booker has no problem full attack.
This is definitely a funky lineup,
not out there,
Christopher.
It's really
and that's why I think we just got to really, really rely on Book. Book can
so
make the lineup not a big deal.
Out. Really take advantage of those moments.
Did you feel like Durant was like that always?
That's who he is. I mean, look, it's probably why he can shoot 55, 50, 40, 90, because he doesn't force it. But sometimes you'd love it because he's so efficient to do a little bit more.
Getting some luck on there.
But look, in this modern era of selfishness, you like the unselfishness many times.
Goodwin to Eubanks. Eubanks to Book. Book whips it cross court to Metu for 3. No good. Diop almost pokes that rebound out, but the Knicks secure it. Quickly, screen from Hartenstein, kicks it to Barrett. Barrett to Grimes. He pulls with a hand in the face, no good. Metu skies for the rebound. Goodwin gets it up to Booker. Screen from Eubanks. The double is coming. Any second now. Book back at half court, so the double's not there yet. But his gravity will pull one in. Eubanks running to send him the screen. He waves it off. Here comes the double. He's doubled. He kicks it to Metu. And shot clock violation, that is terrible on the part of Booker. Terrible.
Is to change
terrible
a little bit because they're double teaming Booker. They call that blitzing often, and he may have done that. And Booker caught him off guard that time, and they got the shot clock violation because Thibodeau's basically saying we're gonna let somebody.
Alex from the Kings, Alex Len. Ooh, wouldn't that be weird, Code? Wouldn't that be weird? Yeah, I wouldn't say no to it. I wouldn't. Quickly, floater off the backboard and in.
Now they might not want to bring a screen because the screen is attracting attention. He may just flatten out and see if he can get a shot up.
Booker, 7 seconds left on the clock. Crossing up Grimes, getting reached in on and fouled.
Did have a foul to give, and you heard Tibbs. I don't know if you heard him, Bob. I could hear him saying, "Wait, go!"
Oh, they were
commit the foul there.
Okay,
because they had the one to give.
It's like, at what point is Tom Thibodeau going to shave his raggedy ass bald head? I just don't get it. Book, 4 seconds. Doubled. Gets it to Eubanks. Eubanks with the floater from the free throw line, just short.
And we go to the fourth quarter.
Up 2 points going into the fourth. I told Sundo when this game started that this could eventually end up being a New York Knicks revenge game. You know they have that in mind because we beat them 2 seasons in a row. We've beat them on buzzer beaters. 2 seasons ago was Cam Johnson from damn near half court. Last month it was Booker from right side of the three-point wing. And this Knicks team is good, man. They got a better record than us. And we've ripped their hearts out a couple of times. You know they want this win. Jalen Brunson is on a tear. He looks incredible this game. And a 2-point lead is not what we had. We had a 9-point lead. We might have even had 10 earlier. Jeremy says, what do you think about Little, Okogie, Yuta, Bol for Devontae Graham, Sohan, and Bassie? I'm big on Sohan. So, like, I don't think the Spurs would involve Sohan in that trade. Like, I could be wrong, right? They're losing a lot of games. Maybe they're losing faith in Sohan. I'd have to talk to Spurs fan Gary about that. But, I mean, I would do that to get Sohan. I just don't think they're going to give up Sohan for a package like that. Code says Devontae Graham's not on the Spurs. Where did he go? Who got him? Christopher says Tom has looked like that for 15 years. Yeah, man. I mean, we got 2 coaches doing the same thing. Frank Vogel has a lot more hair up top, right? And so does Coach Kevin. But all 3 of them need to shave their damn heads. They all look ridiculous when you see them from above their heads.
Crossover on Franz Wagner spins.
Ooh, Jaylen Brown.
The fadeaway. Nice move by Jaylen Brown.
Boston rocked the Magic.
13-0 at home this season. The fourth quarter from the Valley of the Sun.
Here we go, folks. Oh, a PlayStation commercial? Are you kidding me? Look at Scoot getting a 2K commercial. That's awesome. I love Scoot. I got high hopes for him. Turtle says if it's not just the scoring, it's also the 8 assists. Are you talking about Book? Because you got 8 assists. Fitta says Gabe just want everyone to be bald like him. No, man. I appreciate, somebody with a nice head of hair, and I am happy for people with a nice head of hair. But if you're in that middle ground where you're clearly bald and yet you're still trying to play it off like you have hair, that's where I want you to just be done with it. Because I was in that position for a few years where I should have just shaved it, and I was trying to keep a hold of it,
Booker was your quarterback.
And it ain't a good look.
Already, how has he also been your glue?
He's our glue in every way. He's our connector on the defense side of the ball as well. But organizing us offensively, while carrying a heavy scoring.
Here's
load
Frankie with
special.
his
Why he's a special player.
keeps needing ass.
As well. When you're looking at Jalen Brunson,
Quickly bringing the ball up, guarded by Goodwin, gets it to Hartenstein, back up to Hart, Metu guarding Hart, hand off to Barrett, pass quick to Grimes, pass quick to Hartenstein, pass quick to Barrett, and we got a defensive foul. That was like 6 quick passes in under 5 seconds.
Grayson Allen, so
just bing, bang, boom.
Or Brunson for the
Jeremy, keeping Tamani would have been great, but like we got Grayson, Nas, and Nurkic out of the deal. It's only fair. We were giving them a lemon in Ayton. Yeah, I think it's really only fair that we gave up something of some value. It would have been great to keep him, though. Goodwin to Booker. Got Grimes on him. Crosses him up. Hezzy. Fade away mid-range. Left it short. Grimes pushing it up. Grimes thought about it. Kicks it to Hart. In Stein. Over to Quickly. Quickly doubled Quickly.
Well, Hartenstein was open. Quickly didn't see him or didn't want to force it.
Quickly crosses up Book, gets it out to Barrett. Barrett, tough shot. Great defense by Goodwin. There's nothing Goodwin can do about that other than foul him.
This is a little bit going to be tough for the Knicks to get great shots, but tie ball game, as much time
Grayson to Booker, screen from Goodwin.
Staying close or maybe taking the lead here.
Booker, Hezzy, pull up, good. He's going to call that on the ground. What are you talking about?
He started his shooting motion.
What are you talking about?
That looked like a continuation to me, but maybe we'll get the replay. Booker doesn't like the call, but how often do players actually like the call?
That's a continuation, man. I don't believe that one bit. We better get a 3 out of this to really make him pay. Eubanks kicks it to Booker. Booker down to a wide open Eubanks for the dunk. Let's go.
That's the 9th assist for Devin Booker.
Yeah, missed rotation. Thibodeau, I like watching when he's not happy. When he gets upset, it's such a good visual.
Quickly to Grimes.
Well, that's usually for 40 minutes.
Barrett,
most of the time.
Turn around, kicks it back to Grimes. Grimes wide open for 3, and he drills it. You cannot leave Grimes that open, man. Can't leave anyone that open, but not Grimes. Booker gets a couple of screens, and he's doubled. Whips it across court to Metu. Metu on the drive. Passes it to Eubanks. That is a beautiful high IQ pass by Metu. High skill pass by my guy Metu. And a bang out from Eubanks. What a pass.
Hockey assist by Booker and finish there by Eubanks.
Suns making chicken salad out of chicken shit with this lineup, bro. Just wait till Durant comes back in. Pop my phone on the charger here before it dies. Christopher, can we get Brunson somehow? Yeah, it'd be called Give Up Devin Booker or Kevin Durant. Like, not that they're equal, but there's no one on our team that the Knicks are going to give up Brunson for, you know. Jeremy says, who would be your top gettable backup point guard? TJ McConnell. He's on a team loaded with point guards, and he's a perfect fit for us. He's cheap. I just don't want to give up Grayson Allen to get him. But there is an argument to be made that the point guard position is more important. I see Trey Jones from Jacob. I mean, I don't think they want to give up Trey. It depends. Like, how much do they actually want Bol? I don't know, Xavier. If they do, it's going to be some witchcraft. DeAndre Riddle says Royce O'Neal for Yuta. Man, Yuta been taking L's lately, hasn't he? He ain't showing us anything, unfortunately. Buzzy, CJ McCollum's definitely out of the picture. He's too talented and too expensive. Steve says trade us Bates, Diop, and Filler for Simons. Do not let Torrey Jones hear you saying that, because he will come in like Roger the Alien from the top rope and explode your head with his elbow. Anybody understand that reference? No? Oh, man. Patty Mills would be dope. I don't know if Patty's... See, we need a defensive leaning / facilitator. Not just any point guard. Not just John Wall. Now, DeLon Wright, absolutely. Right up there with one of the players we need to be going after. Did Jake Paul fight recently? Ruben? Yeah, you're right. That literally is Goodwin in a description. And I like Goodwin. And I know Sundo likes Goodwin. It's just I think you need something a little... He's not as much of a facilitator as we need him to be. He's got the unselfishness to do it, but he's just not really that crafty as a point guard. He comes across like a two guard in a point guard's body. Grimes, screen from Hartenstein, goes left, pump fakes, gets it to Hartenstein, right back to Grimes. Gonna get a two-handed block off the backboard by Eubanks. We don't close out on quickly in time, and he slaps a three. Disgusting.
Offensive rebounds, 3-point shots. They're just sitting there waiting for.
Wish Durant was in already. Goodwin screen, doesn't take it. Goodwin gets it to Booker. Booker, bad pass by Goodwin. Book can't control it and loses it. Barrett kicks it to Grimes. Deep contested three is good. Call a timeout, Frank. Thank you. You bald German cuck. Bang, bang, back-to-back threes. And we're in a worse position.
I'm going to kill Aquaman and burn his kingdom to ash.
So go ahead, guys. Let's get the suicidal comments in the chat that you know we're about to see. Remember, I was saying it earlier. I think I said what it's going to come down to is which team is going to collapse first offensively, because both teams were so hot offensively. And I said the Suns have got to keep up this offensive pressure because Brunson is not going to stop. And all of a sudden, his teammates are getting in on the act, and it is what it is. We're down 5, and now you got to get yourself out of this. I really would have liked Frank to have put Durant back in the game. Like, I'm not saying it's all his fault because of that. I'm not saying that 6-point jump in points directly as a result of not having Durant, but I just think he tries to milk resting these guys a little bit too long. You know? Book's almost got 30. That's nice. I think Brunson's almost got 50. Or sorry, 50. Brunson's almost got 40. Brunson just been unstoppable tonight. We're leaving Grimes open. We're leaving Barrett open. It's a tragedy. What up, Iverson? Anybody interested in a Cabanueva drug? What is this commercial? Ed McMuffin says, word is Seattle's getting a team. Man, that would be dope if they get a team. Definitely agree, Sean. You has been a disappointment this season. No sugarcoating that. I still believe in him down the stretch, and I think he can do more than he's done, but as of right now, he's definitely being a disappointment. All right, we're finally back.
Ball pressure, ball pressure, ball pressure. Tight shell, see it early, see it early. Play offense, attack, downhill. Come on, man, dig down, dig down. You gotta want it more than they do. Come on.
And man, have they responded from three-point range in particular here in the fourth.
That's a coach's coach right there. Dig down, you got to want it more. And thus far in the fourth, they look like they do. They don't want to get off to an 0-2 start to this trip. They lost to Utah the other night.
Gets it to Booker. Booker to Durant.
The game's in the balance here, and the Knicks have made a big statement with their bench here early fourth.
Gets it right back to Book.
10 this half from three-point range for the Knicks.
Got Grimes on him.
Devin Booker, 25 points, yet to score in the fourth. Kevin Durant, 23
Book to
points.
Durant. Durant for three. He got hit on the hand on the release, and they don't care. Goodwin gets in there looking like Okogie and ties up quickly for the jump ball on the rebound. That was crazy.
From three, it's just tremendous. Like
Damn, we needed that.
57% from the three-point line. Big reason why they have this lead.
3 minutes gone by in the fourth.
Quickly and Goodwin jumping. Who's got better hops here?
It would be 6 out of their last 8.
Let's see if the ref throws it directly to one team like they normally do.
Beal's going to return. And at some point, it has to be. He had Nurkic in the first half.
That was a decent throw. Suns get it. Eubanks kicks it to Book. Book. Three, no good. Not even close, if I'm being completely honest, folks. Not even close. Quickly, snatch back. Quickly guarded well by Goodwin, if I do say so myself. Gets it to Barrett. Barrett into the paint. Step through off the backboard. Fouled by Grayson, but no good. He is going to the line. Not for an and one, at least.
And this is the Knicks got to love this right now. They're doing all this with Brunson and Randall on the bench. And that's just buying them time, right? They're going to finish with those guys. The more rest they can get, the better for the closing stretch.
Foul was on Grayson Allen, his third. And so Barrett at the line. 34 points for Brunson. And Barrett up to 18
Barrett hits the free throw. 6-point deficit. About to be 7.
Score stats and behind-the-scenes stories. Download the NBA.
Ooh, I can actually refresh because Sundo's not here now.
Dave Pash, Bob Myers, Angel Gray in Phoenix, where the Knicks at one.
Maybe I can get sped up a little bit.
By 7, it's an 11-2 run, 8-0 by the Knicks, all with Jalen Brunson.
Durant guarded by Hart. Durant to the rack. Hangs, can't finish, but he gets fouled. He's going to the line.
Smart decision there by Kevin. Go into the basket. Suns got 4 points thus far this quarter. They have to get some offense going, and Durant getting to the line is a good start.
And he's 1 for 3 at the line. And all those free throws were early on.
23 quiet points for Durant. I mean, he had those threes that really helped prop up his score. But, yeah, Jason, where is Nurkic? Like, what is Frank trying to pull with this small ball?
That's his best since his MVP season of 2014.
Nurk was absolutely doing work earlier.
Again, without having Beal, without having their three, he shouldered probably more of a load than he actually thought he would coming into the season. But they've
free throws good.
And he's delivered. I mean, it's not just
5-point def.
How well he's doing it from three.
High.
From the field. Got one of the best mid-range jumpers in the entire NBA. Always has had that. Gets to the line, and he's still doing it at this age.
Hartenstein to Grimes. Grimes pulls up in Nas's face. Good defense. Rebound Barrett. That was absolutely not on the way down, you bozos.
No.
No, you bozos. Listen to these these announcers.
I don't think they're going to. No, they're not going to look at that. I mean, we can look at it.
Absolutely not on the way down, you dumbass. Oh, that they should give him the goaltend. Shut the fuck up. Unreal. I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean that.
Game, and I imagine he'll finish it out here. But Frank Vogel counters with Jordan Goodwin, and I think they're going to probably.
Please, can we put Nurk in?
Try to just slow him down when he gets back.
Please.
So put yourself in James Jones' shoes. Not sure about Bradley Beal's return and when that's going to be. You're going to be
112-105. Suns staring down the barrel of disappointment once again.
How much are you thinking about do we need to
Book
make
screen
another
from
move?
Durant.
Is there a complimentary piece we need to go get? Like, have you seen enough, even though the big three is only played?
Book fouled going out of bounds.
Have you seen enough of your role players to make a judgment there that maybe you
Juice,
need to make a move,
Juice,
or do
what's
you
your
feel good
parlay?
about what you have right now?
I think it's the right
I
question.
wasn't
You
able to
don't know
get
how
one
feel.
in tonight.
I think right now, if you're being honest, you're very frustrated. You're just frustrated at the health. I mean, you don't know the answer. You can't know the answer. You can have an idea. You can evaluate what you've seen. I think Eric Gordon was a great pickup as a player. Eubanks has done a good job. Nurkic for the trade for Ayton.
First free throw for Book is back iron and no good.
I do think they filled it out well, but the point is that they had to rely on those three guys in a pretty heavy way. And you can't say if it's good, bad, or in between.
These black Phoenix jerseys are honestly pretty clean. Like, I didn't want them to bring them back necessarily because I like the Valley jerseys better, but
the complementary pieces to Durant. And
they are
Thompson
actually
and Green
really
and
clean.
Steph Curry. What were some of the attributes
I need to
that
get
you were
one.
looking for?
Well, you know, on a team like that, we had to grab bigs. I mean, with Durant,
foul on Goodwin
and
gets
obviously
Brunson on the arm, and they are just
I think, Dave, one difference was we knew who we were going to
chugging away now.
And that may sound obvious, but I don't know that Vogel knows his closing lineup yet. I mean, you know those three guys are going to be in it. Are you going to close with Nurkic? We had the luxury of a Draymond where you knew you could close with him as a small ball five. Iguodala at the 3, Durant at the 4, Clay, an elite defender at the time, Curry. That was about as good as you could get. So we tried to add guys around
Brunson's
that.
first free throw is
We
good.
never had great benches, though, to be honest. I mean, we never had, if you looked at bench scoring, it was never great. You really do win with your starters. You win with your top 6, 7, 8 guys. But we had guys like Bogut for a minute, Zaza Pachulia, David West we got when we signed Durant. But, you know, low-cost guys that wanted to win a championship.
Second free
JaVale McGee
throw
was great
rolls
for us.
in.
But again, especially in the playoffs, you've called
Booker bringing
playoff
it up.
Games. They won't let me
Suns
call
down
those, I guess, yet.
8.
Until I've got a couple under my belt. But at some point,
Book pick and roll with Nurk, kicks it into the corner to Goodwin because that's who we want shooting, and he misses the 3.
44 minutes, 42 minutes. So it's really about your highly paid players.
It's the same thing with Okogie. He's left alone for a reason. Brunson scores, nice and easy. That is going to be – I feel like that's game. If I'm being completely honest, I feel like that's game. It's just Suns just don't have it tonight. Durant, mid-range, no good. Nurk with a nice tip in. Beautiful.
You know, again, this is Phoenix. They got to get stops, right? They can score. They got 108 points with 7 minutes to go. Knicks can't have 116 with 7 minutes to go in the game. That's not good enough from a defensive standpoint for the Suns.
Brunson to Randall. Randall working on Nurk.
Randall been quiet.
Hezzy, drive, spin. Nice move, but no good. Great defense by Nurkic. He gets it up to Goodwin. Goodwin to Booker. Booker steps through. That's an and one, you fucking idiot ref. What the fuck are they looking at, man?
2 layups, good finish by Nurkic.
I would have gotten thrown out of this game a fucking quarter ago.
Cut it back down to 6.
Jeez.
Shot clock at 10.
Hartenstein with the ball.
Here's Brunson, 38 points on 19 shots. Step back.
Brunson pump fakes it down to Hartenstein, who somehow had Booker on the baseline in the paint.
Good seal, though, by Hartenstein. Good find by Brunson.
118-110, time running low for the Suns to get a comeback. Nurk, not paying attention, gets Jose Alvarado'd by Brunson. And then Brunson does something that I love. He feeds his teammate when Brunson could have easily scored 2 points for himself. That's the mark of a true point guard, man. Durant to Nurk, good pass. Nurk just fumbled it a little bit. That's on Nurk. Great pass by Durant.
Brunson aware of everything going on, sees an opportunity. Nurkic not paying attention, and this is just, you gotta love that when you got the layup and you drop it off to your teammate.
9 assists now for Jalen Brunson. 38 points, just got the steal, 4 rebounds. Great leader. Winning player, 2 championships at Villanova.
Grayson trying to get it in bounds, and Durant gets fouled on the way to the ball. Suns down 10 still.
Trying to hang with Kevin Durant. Yeah, and team foul.
Yeah, Wes, they're so negative, bro. Your thumbs probably are going to get blown out trying to pause them, put them all on pause, you know?
26 points now for Durant. At 27 on Wednesday and a loss against his former team.
Code, there's no leaders available, man.
With an ankle injury.
You know?
Number 10
like, who do they get to be a leader?
And at this
PJ Tucker. I mean, that actually doesn't sound terrible, except he doesn't have anything to offer you on the court. Completely contested. 3 people guarding Booker, and he takes the mid-range on the baseline and misses. He's barking at the ref for a call he's never going to get. Book on Hartenstein for some damn reason. Nurk on Brunson. Fouls Brunson. He's going to the line.
That's already, I believe, bonus time. If that wasn't on the shot, that probably is the 5th. Or
correct.
You know, it's just got to be better for the Suns defense.
And Brunson's 2 free throws away from his 3rd 40-point game already this season. 6 of 7 at the line tonight. Nurkic picked up the foul, his 2nd. And free throws for the Knicks the rest of the way. They're 21 of 24. Following our game, it is SportsCenter. The Spurs finally end that losing streak at 18. They beat the Lakers tonight.
Brunson hits the first.
Also, you'll hear from Ja Morant as his 25-game suspension nears its conclusion. Also, NFL Week 15. Who's in, who's out? Stan Barrett, Steven Nelson standing by with SportsCenter up next.
2nd free throw for Brunson is
meanwhile Detroit lost again.
No good.
Continues for the
KBD, who's in the game for some goddamn reason, gets the rebound. Durant, Hezzy goes to the rack, gets it to KBD, who gets that shit beat off the backboard by Randall. Why is he in the game? I don't know. Randall to the rack, bullying Book. Hezzy kicks out to Hart. Hart whips it to Quickly. Floater on the baseline, no good. Hartenstein slaps it. I think that's. I almost thought that was Knicks ball, but I guess Suns are gonna get it.
I think it's again they're down 10 now. Got to get good.
Crowder says Michael. That's not a terrible idea. Booker pick and roll, going to the rack, tries to bang on Hartenstein. Not even close as far as having enough height, and then there's your 41 points from Brunson. This is bad. See, here's why I'm upset about this game. Okay, I know you guys have plenty of your own reasons to be mad. Here's why I'm mad. Even when Beal went out, we had enough to beat this Knicks team. The Knicks team is good. I'm not saying they're trash. The Knicks can go toe-to-toe with almost anybody in the regular season. We had what we needed to beat this team. But just mistake after mistake, open 3 after open 3, and I have no excuses for this game. I have no excuses for the Suns. You could argue, they're playing their 3rd game in 4 days. And, that's not great, right? Nobody likes that. But still, you had a day's rest. You're not on a back-to-back. And you're just getting beat. You know? Pretty crazy. Aaron G says, how does our defensive look worse with a defensive coach? Terrible typing, but I get your sentiment. It makes no sense, man. We were supposed to have a good defense.
Since Walt Frazier in 1973.
It's only, 50 years? Pretty impressive. Look, not surprising that it's Brunson to do it. I mean, the 5 steals, the efficiency with which he's doing, and his team.
Iverson kicks it over to KD. KD stripped by Hartenstein. Wow, that's it, Frank. Call off the dogs. Grayson rips it away from Randall. Grayson back to Nas for 3. Need this. No good. Go ahead and get the Stars out of the game, please, Frank. You have failed. Brunson. Gonna pull a 3. He gets left wide open and he drills it. That's what you deserve, Frank.
him.
That's what you deserve, Suns.
But again, low turnover.
I mean, it was a deep three. He's 7 for 7 from 3. That is some Ray Allen, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Reggie Miller shit. Booker to Nas. Saves it from going out of bounds. Book pulls up a midi. No good. Brunson with the rebound. Kicks it out to Randall. Randall to Brunson. Yeah, Chiefin, Dame Lillard shit, right? Brunson working on... Oh, pulls another 3. Woo! It bounces around and goes in. 8 for 8. That is crazy.
You know you're having a good
crazy.
Misses turn into makes, and that was a miss by Brunson.
What a good shot.
I'll tell you what, if you're Brunson here, as you watch this, and I was just about to say,
lost the ball,
into the
still pulled a crazy
3.
When
you're shooting, then you're this hot.
With a hand in his face.
The misses go in, but
I don't know if he's ever been hotter out there.
Wow. And 16 of 22 overall, 47.
Timeout Suns likely to put their subs in and just get this game over with. We don't need anybody getting hurt. You know, I guess a 50 burger from Brunson when you don't have anyone really answering on the other end, that's a good reason why you lost the game, right? You give up 50 to Brunson. And he does it in spectacular fashion, man. Gets out of this game with probably 8 for 8 from 3. It's tough to withstand, but still I think the Suns should have won the game. The Suns still should have been able to do it. They just didn't have it, man. Suns don't have it yet. They're not there yet. With Beal, you know, they might have still lost this game, to be honest, considering how hot the Knicks are. Yeah, man, that is crazy. Hey Dot says Booker is not it. I mean, I used to go through phases where I would say those sorts of things about Booker. I used to go through times when Book would have like 3-4 games of not having it, and we would be like, ah, man, is he, isn't he? But it was probably the finals versus the Bucks where I realized, okay, Booker's the real deal when he put those back-to-back 40 burgers on the Bucks. And then he got injured and couldn't do it, you know, when he was being doubled and tripled by really good defenders. But I don't do that with Book anymore. Book's, to me at least, Booker is above reproach. You know, Booker is above questioning. KD is above questioning. But I understand. Kevin Durant hits the free throw. I don't know why the Suns still have their starters out there. This is stupid. This is stupid on Frank's part. Randall working on KBD. Randall kicks it to Hart. Hart to Hartenstein. Damn, that's a flagrant, bro. KD just grabbed his collar of his jersey and pulled him to the ground.
Again, the bench was something
that's nuts.
Thibodeau mentioned they're working on finding a rhythm, but they showed up. They showed up here tonight in a pretty big way, and especially, like I said, the start of that fourth, that's when this game turned with some threes.
Yeah, David, I mean, this game is over. I don't understand what the starters are out there for. This is just stupidity.
And it was interesting. We heard Thibodeau at the timeout saying you got to want it more. You got to dig in.
I mean, mathematically, you could technically do it, but it ain't going to happen. You can already tell, and it's just not worth injury. You lost Beal. You want to lose another one of the big 3 players? Are you kidding me?
And the acquisition of Jalen Brunson last year.
Styles. I mean, that's one way to look at it. But in the end, if they get hurt, we all suffer.
In Los Angeles tomorrow to play the Clippers.
Grayson to Book.
The Lakers Monday. They'll go back to New York, end the road trip.
Book gets it to Durant for 3. Deep 3, no good. Grayson with the rebound gets it to Booker. Booker pump fakes and shoots a floater short. KBD loses the rebound battle to Brunson. Brunson kicks it up to Randall. Randall to quickly to Brunson, guarded by Booker. Double team comes from Diop, kicks it to Hartenstein, over to Hart in the corner, open for 3. No good. Randall muscles the rebound. Randall pump faking galore and gets them in the air. Now Frankie wants to call a timeout and pull the players out.
This could be the end for Brunson. Let's see if he keeps him in the game.
Man.
But, you know, look, this game...
Let me warm up my voice here for the end.
Early fourth.
Suns lose. No, that's not. Suns lose. That'll do. That's how I'll do it.
Outscoring the Suns by 20 points or more. I mean, it just put the pedal down and took over this game.
And obviously losing Beal hurts your offense, but the defense giving up 133 points.
Dead air.
Josh Okogie.
I mean, I got nothing to say here. This is just brutal. This is brutal.
He was not available tonight due to injury.
Yeah, and I think that Beal...
Ricky points out up 2 to start the fourth. Yeah, that's this. File this one under fourth quarter collapse.
The air did go out of the building there early when Beal went
know?
down. The Suns did respond in a pretty positive way, but they've been gearing up for a while, this whole team, to be healthy, at least close to health, especially those three. And then to see Beal go down, he's not able to come back. We don't know how long he's going to be out. Big blow for this Phoenix Suns team. They're trying to establish some momentum. They just haven't done it. Yep. And now, look,
I say never have that many players wearing the book ones again at the same time.
Way into the season, and you know, it's not that they're running out of time, but they just need to see a full health of team to see how good they
is
are.
Bol in?
Not played one game.
Wow, look at Bol over there. Eubanks gets it to Yuta. Yuta to the rack. Kicks it out to Bol. Come on, Bol. Keep it. Who cares? He gives it to Goodwin. Bol gets it. Ooh, Bol with the sweet jumper. Let's go. About 8 feet away from the rim, but I'll take it. Those gimmies are not always easy. I know, Diego. Sundo really screwed us. Hashtag blame Sundo.
Especially a team with expectations, a team that doesn't have any history. There's the three going.
Brunson. Wow, 9 for 9. Man, I'm kind of hoping he hits 10 for 10 now. That's 50. That's a 50 burger from Brunson.
Since Latrell Sprewell went 9 for 9 back in 2003.
Goodwin pump fake. Goodwin over to Keita Bates-Diop for a score. Please let Brunson shoot another one. You got to let him hit. See if he can get 10 for 10. Don't double team him. Don't double team him. Brunson to Randall. Randall. Charge.
17 makes. Perfect from deep. 50 points for Jalen Brunson, a new career high.
I mean, some of these were
we'll see you, Riddle.
Good look. That's not an easy shot. I mean, some of these are contested threes to go 9 of 9. I mean, it's 17 of 23. Wow.
And all those GMs who thought Jalen Brunson was
who are those
pick.
Guys? They're probably out of
They're taking him out?
They're probably doing TV.
They're not even going to let him get a 50-point double-double? Man.
Miss on guys.
I get it. You don't want to risk a player like that, but damn, these stats are goofy.
And what a night for the Knicks.
Keita Bates-Diop, screen from Eubanks. KBD to the rack, and he scores.
And meanwhile, Phoenix is going to drop to 6-8 at home. 2 games under 500 in front of the home fans.
And Phoenix is trying to find out what they are, right?
Sims, hand off to Ryan Arby's combo.
They've got a lot of good things on.
Is that Eric Bledsoe? Who is that?
This season.
McBride drills it.
McBride, so.
You think of all the great Knicks.
Drills a 3.
The first Knick ever with a 50-point game while making 9 threes.
Yeah, and
Goodwin to Eubanks. Eubanks taking in Sims to the rack. Might have traveled. They're not going to call it.
Great game for him. And
he didn't miss a shot in the second half overall. 12 of 12 from the floor overall in the second half.
You guys think Frankie should be on the hot seat?
He was 1 for 1. So he goes 8 of 8 from 3.5.
Do you think he's
Eubanks hits the free throw.
What if I had shot 12 threes? You know, I didn't miss any. What if I would have shot 15?
Perix, I'm guessing it's going to be a couple of weeks. I think the ankle sprain looked severe enough, but that's just the eye test for me, you know.
The Clippers have found a group. You talk about the Suns struggling to get healthy. The Clippers
Sims.
Paul George been banged up lately.
Gives it to Ryan. Arby's combo. Alley-oop! Damn, that would have been sick.
And their defense especially. Paul George is huge.
Sims is one of the only players that can make Eubanks look like he doesn't have a good vertical.
It'll be a different defensive intensity against the Clippers.
Ooh, Justin says time for Kevin Young now. Wouldn't that be interesting? Yuta screen from Eubanks. Kicks it back to Goodwin. Goodwin, floater. Not even close. Can we give Bull the ball, please? 5 seconds left. This is going to be game. Suns lose! Suns lose! Welcome into the Suns Valley No Excuses podcast post-game show. Last game was all about the excuse. Let's be honest, all right? Your boy went wild with excuses last game. And I stand by those excuses. I'm not making any argument against that last game. But this game, I got no excuses for you. The Suns looked like trash. You know, if I'm being honest, like, I feel like we normally play that same amount of defense, but it really bit us in the ass tonight because, you know, they got so hot. So, like, normally our defense doesn't hurt us so bad, but tonight you couldn't afford to play defense like that. Code says Book played bad. Go ahead and read off the stats. I don't care. Yeah, Book played bad. Whatever. Okay, I'm about to pull up Book stats, right? I don't know what they say because I didn't play a parlay tonight. Whatever they say, don't let them fool you. He didn't have a good game. Okay, here we go. Booker, 11 for 26, 1 for 5 from 3, 28 points, 9 assists, 3 turnovers. I mean, he's such a great player that a bad game from him is 28 and 9. He wasn't his usual elite self. Durant, kind of inefficient. I mean, not maybe you can't call it that. A little bit less than 50% from the field, 4 for 9. So, you know, a really good percentage there from 3-point line. 29 points is, you know, his usual. Nurkic with 21 and 12. I think Nurkic had a great game. I think if I have one thing that I would critique Vogel on, it's his desire to go to small ball and stay small ball, even when Nurk is dominating. And don't kid yourself, he was dominating early and often in this game. So I don't like that about Frankie. I don't like that at all. TR says Devin played way too emotional. I think that was part of his problem, for sure. Grayson Allen, 5 for 5 from the field on his return. Boy, do we need that. Just wait till Gordon comes back. 2 for 2 from the 3-point line in his first game back in a while. Man, that is a great sign for Grayson's health coming off of that groin injury. Eubanks, 8 points, 3 for 4. Metu, 1 for 3, only played 10 minutes. Somehow, he's fallen back behind Keita Bates-Diop in the lineup as far as how many minutes are being doled out. Don't like that, Frankie. So that's another thing I don't like from Frank. Nas, 5 points, but looked good. 2 for 5, hit a 3. Played some good defense out there. Stats aren't going to show that. Goodwin. Oh, boy. 1 for 5. How many assists? 9 assists from Goodwin. I take it back. I don't even care that he only had 3 points. 9 assists from Goodwin is a step in the right direction, man. I like that. And only 1 turnover. It's a really good ratio. Yuta might as well not even have played out there, guys. Right? Barely even noticed he was out there. I think defenses know with Yuta, you just stick with him on the 3. Don't ever let him open for 3, and he will not be a problem. And that's not good. Bull got a couple of minutes and didn't look completely lost, although that he normally ends up looking lost when he gets more minutes. T says fire. Let me see. What did he say here? I'm getting old, folks. My contacts are failing me. T says Fire is a dumb coach. Maybe he meant Vogel. T says Vogel is confused. Blazers for Life said Nurk was solid. He was better than solid, man. He should have gotten heavier minutes. He needs to be treated like a big three member. Peanut says Suns just a bad team right now. Simple. Very true. They're a bad team right now. Mac said Goodwin can't score and defense can play game plan on Booker and / KD more. Yeah, with but with Goodwin, you just treat him like a Kogi. You leave him out there, you tempt him with open threes, he'll miss the majority of them, and then you're Gucci. You're sitting pretty there. You know, that's the type of offense you want to bait the Suns into. And for whatever reason, the Suns are that unselfish, and they're like, ooh, open shooter, perfect. But he's not a shooter. He's not. TC says, legit, Frank gotta go. But we're stuck with him. JM says, why Beal only 5 minutes? Yeah, you must have missed it, JM. He came down ugly on Dante DiVincenzo's heel, turned his ankle something fierce. His ankle, the side of his ankle, like his foot tucked in like this, outside of his ankle was the first thing that landed on the ground. So I expect him to be out at least 2 weeks. That's just me. SB says someone has to be dealt or fired. This isn't working. You're losing the fan base. You can feel it in the arena. Yeah, the arena's definitely died off. Grimy says regular season don't matter. Playoffs do. We can't even get into the playoff hunt. I think we'll be fine there. It's just not looking good right now. We're going through a bit of a lull here. That's being polite. Jeremy says Vogel was 100% the wrong choice. I disagree, but I understand with where you're at. I don't know. I mean, I'm just now starting to see some things I don't like with Vogel, but I mean, we used to say this about Monty. Can Monty go out there and hold the players' hands and force them to cover three-pointers? No. But he definitely has not figured it out yet. I think that's definitely fair to say. Kamaris Grant, what's going on? Said it's the fourth quarter meltdown for me because they always go cold in the fourth. That is true. They've got to figure that out. I don't know how, but they're going to have to figure it out. And you're going to have to do it without Beal. You're going to have to go back to learn how to do it without Beal. That was short-lived, wasn't it? Code says, I hate to say it because Vogel is one of my favorite coaches that I actually wanted before we got Monty that year. But I don't think this roster fits him. And let Young coach the team. Wow. I'm not wowing because I completely disagree. I'm just wowing that we're at that point, you know? Zap says Booker in the fourth just looked lost. So I don't want to use this as an excuse. Like, I'm not trying to play this play here to make it be okay. I just want to know from you guys. I'll make a poll. Okay. See if my boomer brain can do this on COVID. Start a poll. Okay. Is 3 games in 4 days an excuse? Do you guys feel like us playing 3 games in 4 days is any sort of excuse for why you saw what you saw? And the thought I'm thinking is, like, you're talking about Booker in the fourth quarter, and I'm thinking it's fourth quarter Book, you know, after playing 3 games in 4 days. So, like, I don't want to use that as an excuse, but kind of think I think it might be an excuse. I just want to know what you guys think. Cameron says, no, they're just ass. They are ass. Anthony said, miss CP3 in the fourth. Yeah. maybe we get lucky and get to have our cake and eat it too. And by that, I mean maybe the Warriors losing all these games ends up making them buy him out and move on from that. You know, and maybe if he gets bought out, we could bring him back, you know. Paynut says, yes, it's definitely a factor. Most people think NBA players are machines. I agree with that. And one further, I hear people saying things like, it doesn't matter, they're paid millions. You can't pay someone millions and expect them that, it's like, now that you're making millions, you have to be a superhuman. It's like, I can't dunk, right? I don't have the legs to dunk anymore, I don't think. I haven't tried it in a while, but I'm pretty certain I cannot dunk right now. If you pay me millions of dollars, you can't be like, well, what the hell, man? I paid you millions. It's like, bro, my body doesn't do that. You know? Just because these guys are paid millions of dollars doesn't mean that they're not affected by fatigue. There are limits to the human body. But I don't want to get into making an excuse, because there is no excuse for losing. They should have won this game tonight. They had them down 2 at the start of the fourth quarter. Ooh, great point. Michael Romero says, all home games, no excuses. Yeah. The home game losses are perplexing, man. I don't even know what to say. The crowds aren't into it anymore, and the Suns aren't giving the crowds any reason to get back into it. Code says, I'm 36 and can still dunk, but only once or twice a day, LMAO. See? Like, yeah. And, you know, Code, Durant's your age. Durant's our age. He might be a year older. I think he might be, what is he, 35, 36? Slayer says bench is hot trash. Trade all of them. I think our bench would be a lot better if they had a point guard running the show. Our bench cannot orchestrate the offense. I think that's the crux of the problem. I don't think we have a bad bench. I think we don't have any sort of cohesion coming off the bench. What do you think about that? Damn, I missed a lot of comments. Splash Bucket says these home crowds have been trash in the last 2 seasons. Yeah, they've been a little bit front-runnery. It's not good. One Royal Q says, watch the team on the sidelines during timeouts. They're not buying into Vogel's coaching. All right, I'll pay attention to that. I'll go back and watch some of that. I haven't looked at that at all because we're always yakking, you know, during the timeouts. Unknown says, and it was Grimes that sparked that comeback. Let's talk about it. Man, Grimes is so nice, and I'm grateful that we didn't have a chance to draft him, because the Suns traded their draft pick that was like 1 or 2 picks before Grimes, and me and Sundo both scouted Grimes and identified him as the guy we wanted the Suns to draft that season with their late pick. Grimes is a baller, and the Knicks have a really good one. Sergio says we need TJ McConnell. Dude, we need him so bad. We need him like we need water walking through the desert. Wow, so this poll, I guess we go ahead and just consider this poll answered. 75% say no. Maybe even more say no. It is not an excuse. And I think I agree with you guys. I mean, it's like, at what point are we going to stop with excuses when you don't have any? Haunted Kiwi $2 dono says Nuggets lost 7 games at home last year. Shoot, we've probably lost 7 in a row at home this year. One Royal Q says, I think Booker has hit his ceiling, and this is as good as he's going to get. Booker isn't the guy when it counts the most. I mean, I don't feel that way, man. I think that's like expecting him to be a machine. Like, I see Mavs fans complaining sometimes about Luka when he has bad games, and there's nothing to be complaining about with Luka long term. I think Booker has elevated his game so much. I'll tell you this, if Booker has hit his ceiling and this is who he is for the rest of his career, fine by me, because he's that effing good. He's a good defender now. He's a better ball handler. I'm fine with that, even if that was his. Slayer said there's no excuse, and Vogel doesn't seem to care. If you see his post game, he's all smiles and like, oh, well, we'll fix it. No, shut up and get a new coach. Yeah, he definitely doesn't seem like he feels a lot of pressure. And I mean, he's coaching at times 3 superstars. I'm sure he feels pretty damn confident about where this team's going to be. Yeah, we definitely need a point guard, man. Definitely need a point guard. Ken Sniffy Jr. says, as a Knicks fan, I was shocked at how this team, with all their talent, does not get easier shots. Yeah. So the reason I think for that, Ken Sniffy, is that teams know the way to guard us is leave Okogie open in the corner. And if not Okogie, leave KBD. Like, leave him really open. Because the Suns have this mentality of always hitting the open guy, which they should. But most nights, you can afford to leave Goodwin in the paint. And as you can, in the at the three-point line open, you know, he only hits 1 out of 3. Little hits 1 out of 3. Metu's 0 for 2. Booker was 0 for 5. Like, the way to like really take away from our offense is to leave a terrible shooter open, because we're gonna hit him and we're gonna let him shoot. So our offense isn't that great if you think about it. We need to find a way around that. Raid says, who's getting traded? I don't know. Hopefully nobody's super big. You know, hopefully it's nobody too important, but you got to trade something to get something. So in order to get a point guard in here, we're probably going to have to let somebody go. Alan Snow says, trade Yuta. Yeah, I mean, he is looking like a perfect piece, you know? Hey Dot says somewhere Chris Paul and Monty are laughing. Oh, yeah, they're loving this. They're loving this. But Pistons have lost, like 18 games in a row, so he don't really have much to be laughing about. Diop, Bull, and picks for McConnell. Maybe. You know, that just depends on what Indiana thinks of Bull. You know, they think about, you know, they're... See, Royal says Ayton is laughing too, shaking my head. I don't think so, Royal, because Nurk is outplaying Ayton. Like, hands down, we're getting more from Nurk than we were getting from Ayton. So I don't think, and I'm sure he's glad that we're losing, but I still think that this team is just figuring things out. It just doesn't make you feel any better because they're so good, they should have figured it out by now. And the way they were talking about the preseason and the way Book had to just go and jinx us by being like, I'm gonna be mad if we go 7 with anyone, like, and all of that talk, right? That was also, of course, before Beal started getting injured every 2 seconds. But this team should have figured it out sooner. There's no excuse for it to be dragging on this long. Or rather, I would say we're getting to the point where they should have figured it out. Perrick says, Gabe, pay attention to Durant's postgame as he looks like he's done with this shit. Hope he doesn't ask out. I'll watch that, man, for sure. I mean, before I watch it, I have to guess he's just tired of losing. He's just mad at losing. I have no fear that Durant's going to ask out. I don't think that's going to happen, but it is Durant. You know, you never know. But, I mean, if he wanted to ask out, that would sound to me like he's got a serious problem with likely Frank Vogel. Blazers for Life says, per Frank Vogel, Bradley Beal has a sprained right ankle, no timetable, x-rays were negative. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Zaire says, Nurk is soft as fuck. I don't think you've been watching the games, my man. I don't think you've watched Nurk the last 3 games. Definitely not soft. And when you compare him to Ayton, he looks like he's made out of steel. He looks like Superman compared to Ayton. Deshaun said Frank Vogel didn't didn't put the starters back in until the 7-minute mark. Yeah, Deshaun, I'm sick of that, man. He sits these dudes way too long. That's one of my main complaints about him. Edward says Suns need another superstar. I think superstar is too far. Unless you get rid of Beal and bring in another superstar. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think they need another superstar. I think they could win it all with just Book and Durant and really good role players and a point guard. They just need another point guard. They've been trying to prove that they can do whatever they need to do without a point guard, and they are failing at that. You know, because they, you know, that it works for you. You don't need a point guard if you have Joker, and I think Nurkic should probably be orchestrating the offense more. He's doing less of it than he was before. I think they need to go back to putting it in Nurk's hands and letting him make the decisions, because he's probably our best creator for others. Probably tied with Book, but that could get Book some more. That could make Book get the ball more and be able to shoot more. You know. TC said, and a coach that coaches. I'm so hard pressed to believe that we're gonna end up getting rid of Frank. I'm thinking about it though. It's crossing my mind a little bit more, you know. Slayer says Goodwin is terrible. I feel like in a perfect world, Slayers, Goodwin would be your third point guard. Would you be upset if he was your third point guard? Because right now he's getting thrust into like starting at point guard almost. He's playing like, I guess you could just say he's playing backup point guard. I'd like him to be the third point guard. I think he showed some things on defense. He looked a little bit like Okogie out there. He's looked a lot a bit like Okogie lately. All season, but still there's just something missing in his game that makes him not quite a point guard. But then again, this is a bad time to be saying that because he had 9 assists tonight. Haydot says, you know, who will you get as a coach if you fire Vogel because there is no coach available? Basically, and this isn't my argument because I don't think we need to do this, but you've got the highest paid assistant coach in the NBA, Coach Kevin, right behind him. So you've got your coach already there. So the question is, are they not listening to Vogel? Is Vogel failing to reach this team? Which, as a coach with a ring, it just doesn't seem like that's the case, but I need to look closer into it. I can't make that assessment off the cuff like this. Peanut says traded the whole team for Beal and he hasn't been playing what we expect. We didn't trade anything. We traded a 40-year-old Chris Paul who's getting paid like he's a 20-year-old, and we got rid of Landry Shamet's poison pill contract that we had no business giving him in the first place. That's the misconception, man. We didn't trade anything for Beal. The only reason Beal came to the Suns is because everything fell perfectly. So you just got to be patient, and no one wants to be patient. I don't blame you for not wanting to be patient, but you still have to be it, you know? Michael Romero says Campaign wouldn't have been too bad right now. Dude, Campaign, if he were able to stay healthy, because remember he has health issues as well, he would be a godsend on this team. And to make things worse, James Jones gave up Campaign for Bol, who will never get meaningful minutes on this team. Camarius says Rondo or John Wall makes sense right now to me. For me, it's Rondo. 100 times out of 100, it's Rondo. Rondo's got a legal situation I think he's still dealing with. So I don't know if he's ever going to play again at his age, you know? I mean, John Wall, even if he's completely healthy now, he's never been the style of point guard that the Suns need. Yeah, he's Rondo's coaching at Kentucky. He's helping coach at Kentucky. Yeah, Alan, he's like 40, but like he's never been much of a scorer. He's never been a high flyer. Like I think him at 39 years old or whatever he is, I still think you could get a lot out of Rondo because we need exactly what he does, you know. He's the style, almost want to say quarterback, that the Suns need. See if I can't fix this ad over here. Hey Dot says he's not a good GM. I've definitely had my qualms. That's right, I said qualms with James Jones. James Jones has made some seriously stupid mistakes as the GM. I mean, we are talking all-time bonehead decisions, but he's also made some good decisions, you know, and nobody's going to bat 100%. So it's just tough. TC said no on Rondo, CP3 2.0 at his age. Probably. But beggars can't be choosers, man. We're picking out of the bargain bin right now. Andrew, dang, what's going on, man? Said campaign overdoes it, and it got too reckless fouling, but he is still a good player with good defense. I mean, I just like campaign because when healthy, he can come out there and spark your offense. We really need a spark at the point guard position, and sometimes he would purposely go out there and do his Chris Paul impression and end up with a lot of assists and very little turnovers. That wasn't every time he played, but he at least had it. And he left a good taste in your mouth, pause, by being the only one that showed up for that Game 6 against the Nuggets last season in the playoffs, scoring 31 points when nobody else even showed up. You know. MM1402 said we could use Eric Gordon back. Bro, we could definitely use him back, but I don't want to use him as an excuse for losing this game. You know, and I don't think that just because we had Gordon, I don't think that we're able to make up this deficit. We lost by 17 points. Not that he couldn't have scored you 17 or 18, but I don't think it was going to be the difference. If you had him and Beal, maybe, but really the problem tonight wasn't our offense. Our offense was just fine. It was our defense, our terrible, terrible, sus defense. Depressed Pelicans fan says Malcolm Brogdon buyout. Are they planning on buying him out? I mean, I watched him last night and he was just red hot from three. I don't know if we could afford him, to be honest with you. But the Suns and myself specifically have always wanted him ever since his rookie year. Yeah, JM, I know. We just can't afford him. We definitely want him. We'd definitely be interested. Perrick says, Gabe, realistically, what is out there for us to get in a possible trade or buyouts? I think we're going to have to wait until the trade deadline to figure that sort of thing out, because you got to wait to see who actually gets bought out. And we have to wait for some of our guys that we traded for to become trade eligible. But right now, I think Nas has worked himself into a position where he's a trade piece that somebody should want. If you put on the tape from Nas Little from this season, you take a look at what he's done, I think you would want to trade for him, which you can't say about the start, right? That's not how the game started. Sorry, that's not how the season started for him. So we got that, to be happy about. Bull, I don't know if you can get anything except for, I guess, apparently the Spurs are delusional enough to think that they might want him. Who else is a trade piece that you feel comfortable? KBD. Bye-bye. Okay? Sorry. Apparently, KBD, you need to be playing for a team that isn't even trying to win. Because that Spurs performance you put up last season was fugazi AF. I had such big hopes and expectations for KBD, and he's been garbage. Just garbage. So goodbye, KBD. Hopefully somebody still values him. So that's Nas, KBD. I ain't giving up Grayson. I ain't giving up Gordon. Yuta, as much as I love you, Yuta, and it would cut me to the core to have to trade you. If it meant getting a point guard, I'd let you go. I need to put together some kind of trade package to get us a point guard, because it's obvious the Suns need to make a point guard trade, you know. And now that I think about it, we do have some players that you can still convince some teams to take a flyer on. Ken Patterson said Reggie Jackson last year on 2-year deal with Nuggets. He's cheap at $5 million a year. Good backup point guard. Ken, me and Sundo we've been wanting Reggie Jackson since that Clippers series versus us where he gave us the business. He does not want to come to Phoenix. We had an opportunity to get him. Rather, he had an opportunity to come to Phoenix last season at the buyout, and he said, nah, I'm good. I'm going to the Nuggets. I think he wants to be with the Nuggets. I think he's willing to take less money to play with the Nuggets. And why shouldn't he, man? Won a title last year. Could win another one with the Nuggets if he stays with them. But no, I couldn't agree more. He's the perfect player to try to bring in to solve what we need, but I don't think it's going to happen. Caleb says, yeah, I'm done with this NBA season. See y'all next season. Love y'all, fellow Suns fans. Hey, man, just, take a lap. Come back in a couple games. We'll be fine. I seriously don't think the season is over for the Suns. We're just in a big lull right now. Nobody likes that. Nobody wants to have to deal with it, but we have to. All right? Life is not like TikTok. You can't just sit here and look at something you don't like and say, what's next? Skip to the seasons where the Suns win it all. It doesn't work like that. You have to sit here and wait. Like you're waiting on a carrier pigeon to bring you a message. Haydot says, bro, we will not be fine. I mean, that's relative, because, what do you determine as being fine? I think we're going to get a lot better. Burner in the house. I'm not saying we're going to win the title, but I think we're going to be fine. I think being fine to me means having a realistic shot at winning the title at the end of the season. I think we will be there. I don't know if we'll win it, but Burner in the house, man. We were waiting on you. It says, leaving the season so soon, SMH. The Suns have been in way worse situations. Haven't they, though? Our Blazers friends at Blazers Uprise, at least Tori, he looks at our chat and he's like, dude, you have the most spoiled, entitled fans I've ever seen. The Blazers are sitting there with a terrible, terrible record, and they look at us like that meme of Squidward looking out of his window and seeing SpongeBob and Patrick running outside playing like la 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 la. Like, that's Blazers fans looking at us. And we a lot of us just can't keep the faith, unfortunately, but I know it gets to a point where you have expectations and then think you expect more. You just expect more because the expectations got raised so high. You're like, well, we were supposed to be this, so anything less is a failure. Or you just have to be patient and wait longer. Like I said, which nobody wants to do. Michael said, Suns lucky I'm from AZ. Yeah, man, just stick through, man. You still got a big three. They just can't stay healthy. God is testing us. How about that? How about we just put it on God and say God's testing us? And we need to be faithful. Faithful to God, Allah, or Sundo, whichever one you worship. Or Krishna. I don't want to forget Krishna. Buddha? Anyone? Try to have some faith. Yes, he is, Burner. Jobin said, I think about teams like the Spurs and Detroit. Like, I'm glad they're not in that position. No, we're nowhere near close to that position. You know? We just aren't getting what we want. I on the other hand, I am happy to be a Suns fan. I love this team. I love their jerseys. I love the city. I love Devin Booker. I love Kevin Durant. I love Bradley Beal. Like, there's so much to be happy about. It's just, you know, we just live in such a instant gratification society, you know? I'm glad I'm not a young person who's not used to having to wait for things. Tom Izzo in the house said, I'm supposed to be a Raptors fan. There's at least 3 teams in the East alone I like better. It is what it is. TC said, after tonight, there's no way to walk away happy, though. This was painful. Yeah, TC, no, definitely. Tonight's sleep's not going to be good. We're not going to be happy on Saturday, but I promise you, on Sunday, we're all going to be excited and ready to get hurt again. Burner says, quote from Gabe, we live in a society. Thank you for summing that up. Epic Thunder says, Jobin, yeah, I'm glad I have expectations. I'm glad, but we have expectations and we aren't reaching them, and we are one of the most hated NBA teams. All of that is true, man. TC says prisoner of the moment stuff. Mike the Publisher said, are you really a Suns fan if you don't get excited to get upset? LOL. Yeah, Perix, the Suns fans they're not being top tier fans right now. They're really good fans, but they're not being top tier. They could step up their performance for this team. This team needs them, man. They need to be rallied behind. It's just, I'm happy that Marion's actually back in the family, and it's because you have Ishbia. You know, there's no blood. There's no bad blood left over anymore. Yeah, Blazers, we're going to keep you guys warm down at the bottom of the standings. No, man, I appreciate you guys always being here, even though we're losing games. And I just want to, you don't have to do it, right? But I just want you guys to have the perspective of patience and just give this team some time, while agreeing with you that they should have been at the point where they're figuring things out, and they're not. So that is disappointing. But I think we as fans are figuring out that it's either a coaching issue or a point guard issue, and it's one of the two. Maybe both, but it's definitely one of the two. So we're going to have to figure that out. I'm more than likely going to make a video about the situation. Let me know in the comments or in the chat here, like, what sort of video, what's the burning topic? Like, what do you guys think the video should be? I think it might need to be about, is Frank on the hot seat? Which, to me, I don't want to spoil it, but I feel like that's got to be a little bit premature, you know? But maybe not. Maybe you guys are seeing it early and just know. You can just tell by the eye test. Code wants a new coach. Matt says the next 8 games for the Suns beside the Kings or Mavs we should beat. Once again, a forgiving schedule. Suns need to figure it out now. Definitely. They need rest, man. Like, they're going to have played 4 games in, let's see, can't do maths right now. I got COVID brain. They're going to be playing like 4 games in 6 days. So I think that's going to become a problem at some point with our older players. But getting healthy, all of that, you know, we definitely need rest. Burner account said, burning topic, Knicks elbows. We haven't lost when he's shown them. That's true. I'll have to talk to him about that. Jobin said, scrap these 2 losses and on to the next. I think we're going to come out of this little losing streak with, at some point, we're going to go on another 5 or 6 game win streak. We've got some tests ahead of us. Christmas ain't looking like no guarantee. If anything, Christmas is starting to look like a loss. And we don't want that. So hopefully they can figure things out sooner rather than later. Let me take a look and see who the next game is. Anybody know who the next game is? I know on the 25th we've got y'all's Mavericks. Ooh, we got the Wizards next game. So next game, Sunday, is a get-right game by all accounts. That's 7 p.m. Central Time. That's going to be 6 p.m. Valley Time. Obviously, me and Sundo will be here for that. I think he's going to be getting ready to be on Christmas break, so he'll be there the whole game. I definitely don't expect Bradley Beal to play that game. It's another home game. We get another crack at a home game. I think the Suns can stay above 500 due to those circumstances. Haydot says L against the Wizards. Yo, if we lose against the Wizards, then it would be time to panic. It would be. Burner says a loss to the Wizards is a one-way trip to the basement to hang meself. Pretty much. JM said, will Beal be available on Christmas? That's my hope. To me, that's the earliest he'll be able to play. And that's just my prediction. Sundo thinks he'll be back Sunday, which I think is ludicrous. But yeah, we kind of need Okogie back. I hate to say it, but defensively, we kind of need Okogie back. Haydot said, Wizards, Jordan Poole will torch us since we don't play defense. I hope not, man. They've only won 4 games all season. We should be able to handle our business on Sunday. But guys, we love you. Thank you for hanging out. Welcome all the new
horsemen.
We got plenty today. Thank you. Shout out to everybody who bought one. Oh, before we go, Burner, I was waiting for you to get here because I wanted to give out a free... I get to give out 10 free memberships a month, right? So Sundo said that I should wait until Christmas to do it as like a Christmas gift giving. So Burner, just make sure you're here on Christmas, and I'll wait for you to be here in the stream on Christmas, and I'll give out 10 free memberships because we're trying to get you one. No guarantee that's going to happen though. Perrick said, Gabe, so how many games does Vogel have to turn it around? Shoot. I think he's got the whole season, man. I don't think he's at any risk of getting ousted. That's just me. But I think I might make a video about that tonight if I can stay awake. COVID has had me sleeping like 17, 18 hours a day. So I'm going to try. We'll see what happens. But unfortunately, folks, once again, Suns lose. Suns lose.